All right, y'all, a minute early. Gonna make sure that we're live. Give me just a moment to tap that refresh because it's always a couple of seconds behind from OBS to YouTube at times. So I just want to make sure. Oh, there we go. Welcome to Saturday Bonnet Live. It is going to be a bit of a long one. I apologize for yesterday. I could not do a Bonnet Chronicles. Greg's brother and fiance up here from Tennessee. They wanted to spend the weekend up here with the family, so we were busy with that. We're going to be busy again tomorrow. It is a lot of things, but I wanted to do this. I had plans for this since Tuesday, so everybody's being understanding. My in-laws are all back down at his parents' rental place in Saginaw, and hopefully we can get through this today. But before we get started, because it's a lot to talk about, I'm going to say my hellos. And I know there was a joke, imagine being able to say hello to people, because I was listening to Frenchie in the car and trying to read the chat. And I'm grateful that I'm still at the size where I can still do these hellos. I dread the day that the chat gets so filled up that I miss people. But I do like saying hello because you took the time to hang out here and listen to my jibber jabber. So, welcome Panda Pondu, Tragically Charms, and the Gags, Picks. As always, lovely to see my mods, 31 Frames, who she works so hard, y'all. I can't wait to feature her stuff. But get some rest, dear, once you're done, because she's editing another stuff. She never stops going. She's amazing. Capricorn and Jay, it's always good to have you here, hun. Let's see. I thought I saw Boo Squeezy. I want to make sure I saw Boo Squeezy. Yes, I did see Boo Squeezy. Hey, dear. Hi, Deb W. Welcome, my 500-pound life. And oh my gosh, y'all. Mary can get it. I did not want to mix her vlogs in with this topic because we're going to be going to some dark places today. But you need to give Mary a round of applause. She is at 300 even. She is doing a thing. She is getting it, and I am so proud of you, Mary. I watched that vlog. I am so proud of the work you're doing. Hey, Cassandra, Chihuahua's mom. And I worked on Dorcelin Cartagena's name. I hope I'm saying it right. When they get in here, if they get in here, I'm going to try my best to say it right. Welcome, Fatty the Fed. It's good to see you. Hi, Hippie Peace. It's good to see you. Hey, Brianna. Welcome to your first live. It's definitely good to see you. Wait, that's not your first live. It's been a while. Well, welcome, Brianna. It's the first time you catching me live, but it ain't the first time we've talked. Hey, Scorpio Angel, dear. It's good to see you, honey. I'm going to feature you as well today when we get to the foodie part. But there's a lot to talk about. As you can see, I have my little DARVO picture up here that I borrowed from the Google. Because Google always has spreadsheets, spread charts for any topic. And this DARVO thing really hits stuff on the head. And you might ask me, Tin, what is DARVO? You might have heard it. Okay. Make sure I'm live. There we go. OBS, stop messing with me. Because I'm in a mood already from all we're going to talk about. Hi, Victoria by the Sea. I hope you have a good weekend. Hi, Linda Joe. But as I was saying, I borrowed this from Google because Google has a lot. When I say a lot, I mean a lot of good resources and spreadsheets for topics I want to talk about. And DARVO is so perfectly fitting for both Boogie and Foodie that that's all you have to use against them if they ever come at you. Now, you might be asking yourself, what is DARVO? And that is disagreements with a narcissist and how they deflect. They will deny. The narcissist will deny behavior, statement, situation, or responsibility. Basically, they'll lie as much as they can until they get caught. They'll attack. The narcissist will attack the individual confronting them. My squeaky bike, my dental damage. So what? She's an author. Anybody could get published. Where's your book? Reverse victim. The narcissist will reverse the role and behave as if they're the victim. Sounds just like Chantal, doesn't it? Well, I don't understand. I'm just a fat girlie, and why do everybody pick on me? I have nothing but bullies. You put your life online for over 8 years, and you're up for critique. Offender. The narcissist will put the person in a position of being the offender. And like I said, she said that I started first. I'm her bully. I was a small channel before anything. And because she is so thin-skinned, she took me calling her heifer. Because again, I remind you, I have not called you every name in the book. But if you want me to, I can start doing that, Foodie. But according to her, oh, she called me every name in the book, blah, blah, blah. What names? Timestamps, bitch. Let's go. Oh, there. I called you bitch. You are so annoying when you do this, but it's perfect DARVO. She is not the only one that engages in DARVO. As you see from my thumbnail, the heifer isn't the only one I'm calling out today. There's a man who, backstory, I don't really enjoy. I know a lot of people have. Welcome to the chat, Capo Boxer. Not to be confused with Parvo. Yeah, that's bad for dogs. Hi, Spooky Von Sweets. The man that we're going to talk about today is well known on YouTube. Well over 1 million subscribers. Used to do skits. My husband and my son used to think his Francis routine was funny. I never got with it. There was always something about him that put me off. Even when he started talking about his personal life, when he talked about how his mom used and neglected him and made him fat so that he wouldn't leave the house. And I paused because it could be plausible. I've seen my 600-pound lives. There was a young man that died because his mom did that to him. So it's not unrealistic, but there was just something about him. When his first marriage crumbled, he just went off the deep end. Harassing his ex, spending and wasting all his money on hookers and geekery. And I'm not anti-geek. My house is full of comics and figures and stuff. But budget is also my love language. That's over 20 years of collectibles, y'all. We didn't do it all at once. And sometimes when we realize we don't need this, we throw this shit up on eBay and resell it because there's no reason to keep stuff that isn't sentimental to you. The thing is, with Boogie, he's always rubbed me the wrong way, and this last year has been amazing for showing his true lack of character. Welcome, Cindy. Hey, Blue Daisies. The thing is, that documentary that he signed up for was bad enough, where he explained how he pissed away millions of dollars on bad crypto, hookers, wasted trips, paying for love. And then you add on top of that, he gets an opportunity with Lolcow Live, and he has now become the biggest scandal in YouTube history as far as I'm concerned. And this is coming apart somebody who literally stalked a person for a decade, like Creepshow Art. The whole Illuminati stuff that I didn't even wade into because it is far too deep and too crazy and twisted with lawsuits and everything. From predators who had to be chased off for this thing like EDP, to now this man lying about a serious fucking illness for 2 years because clout is a hell of a drug. It is scary to me how the fame gets into people's craw and they don't care about anything else. They just want that fame. And I had compiled a ton of clips just in case because I had hit 31 frames up with the idea on Thursday. And then everything dropped on Friday. And I was trying to keep up with the emails, but we went down, had dinner. It was really nice. And unlike Foodie, I don't live my life online. So no, I'm not going to stick a camera in my family's face. I get back home later on that night and 31 frames asked questions. I said, okay, whatever you can give me is fine. Then this morning I was like, let me help out, pull some clips, but there was no way. I had at least, I say roughly 30 clips from the 2 Lolcow Live podcasts that totally exposed Boogie for the fraud he is. And then 31 frames hit me with this video. So let me get this DARVO map down, though it will come back up for Foodie. And we're going to get quickly to some 31 frames because it's an hour long. I'm probably not going to get through the full hour. I'm going to highlight what I can. But you need to see this and you need to give 31 frames some love because they work so hard. And when I say they are the most sweetest, genuine, nicest people I've met so far in the YouTube spaces, their edit work is just amazing. And they don't just do stuff for me on request. They will go into girl world stuff and pull what they can and condense it down. 31 frames, you are amazing. Welcome, Tallyhoo. It's good to see you. But we're going to get you fired up. Because like I said, this edit deserves all the props. You work very hard, and I just want people to see your work. So let's get this fired up, because, oh my gosh, if this doesn't show you who Boogie is, nothing will. And please like and subscribe.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the worst podcast on all of YouTube, Lolcow. Okay.
Okay, before we even get started, quick pause. Keemstar kind of gets on my nerves. Hey, Krabby Joe. But you gotta give the man props for being able to do shit like this. Drama alert, which wasn't my favorite for T. I tried to watch it a few times during the pandemic, and I realized quickly it's just drama more than news. So, meh. And then when he was feuding with Dennis, who I had liked at the time, I had sided with Dennis briefly, and then Dennis went off the deep end. So I was just like, fuck T-channels, especially T-channels by dudes like this. But when I say he is a genius when he knows how to get views, he knows how to get attention, and when he put locals like Wings, Boogie, and Tommy C together for a fucking podcast, gotta give the man his props. He knows what he's doing. He knows how to get the fucking views. I will always say that, even if I don't agree with him and I really don't like him as a person.
I think everyone knows what's going on. I'm pretty sure everyone is aware at this point. We're talking about millions and millions and millions and millions and millions of views across YouTube, across Twitter, on Instagram, Snapchat, every platform. I seen a Rumble stream talking about this.
Yeah, it's the biggest
fake cancer. Like, I made my decision, but I really haven't made my decision because I need your help. I'm going to have to do a vote.
And this shit is just a ploy at this point. You shouldn't need help. If somebody's lying about something as serious as cancer, they shouldn't be on your cast, point blank. Welcome, diabetic necromorph like Pondu. I'm so used to saying Raham. Hey, oh hell no. Like, you shouldn't need this. But like I said, like P.T. Barnum, Keemstar knew what he was doing with this.
And I'm going to take it slow. Just so we're all on the same page. Like page 5. You got to be on the same page here, all right?
And if you're confused about page 5, Wings of Redemption got busted with his windows open. And allegedly on page 5 of his Google search, just a little bit of Wings of Redemption tea because I don't normally cover him, but he seems to like a certain entertainment. And that entertainment involves BBC. BBC is transgender adult entertainment that happen to be black women or black transitioning women that still have a certain appendage. Wings now wants to deny that, but he's been busted. So just own it. It's not like you're saying you're gonna transition yourself like I've seen other creators try to mock you with. But you got busted looking at that particular brand of adult entertainment, Wings. It's out there. Own it. The more you deny it, the more foolish you look, but that's how locals are. DARVO, y'all. It really is, Victoria, but he ran a game as far as I'm concerned. You're going to see it. Hey, John the Whisk. Welcome, Girly Pop. Hey, Janet Pirate. Boogie is such a fraud, and I just want you to see highlights of how he acted on this live.
Want you to know where I'm coming from when I say what I'm about to say. And again, I'm not talking about the decision on whether or not to fire Boogie or not. I'm just talking about where I'm coming from and why this is so challenging for me to make a decision. Though. Some of you might not know the history, but I think most of you do. But if you don't know the history, I wanted to create a new podcast, something that's never been done before. It's kind of like my thing. I do a lot of first, something that no one has ever done on the internet, knowing about my career and the things that I've done. And one of those things.
Nobody's a bigger cheerleader for Keemstar than Keemstar. You're a mogul. You're everything. Get to the point.
Was this show. Because I seen millions and millions of views on Lolcows, right?
That's true.
On the J stations, on the Wings Redemption, the Boogie, obviously, on the Dark Side Phil, and I don't even know some.
And funny, Dark Side Phil did not want to do this show. He was so against it. And the only reason why I really knew about Lolcow Live is because somebody I watch, a younger creator, Turkey Tom Dark, whatever, he suggested it. So I watched the first episode and it was a complete shit show. They didn't have their shit together. It was a lot of arguing. The sound was off sometimes. Cameras were all skewed and stuff. So it was a complete shit show. And I forgot about it after watching the first one. And then this dropped. And I was like, they've gone for almost a year with this. So let's see what's going on. And it was like, oh my gosh. This man really lied about something so serious. And hey, SH, Wings knows too many tantrums, so does Boogie, and it's ridiculous. These are grown-ass men. Boogie is literally only 2 years, if that much older than me. It is fucking crazy. Hey, Mr. Cardigan Girly, don't worry about chat. And like I said, you're going to be shocked with some of the stuff you hear if you're listening in. And welcome, Helen Zudahoff. Thank you, Mods, for welcoming people
these
in.
These Lolcows that are around that people just hate watch them and troll watch them. Millions and millions of views they get on other people's channels. On other people's channels. They get
not
clips.
lying.
People take those clips, they put them together, they do commentary, and they're just massively famous, viral people, right? No one has taken the time to create a show with these fucking clowns.
Because nobody wants to create a show with these. I don't see how Keemstar is not on high blood pressure medication dealing with this ridiculousness. I know it's lucrative, but it ain't worth the stress test that you will have to do every day after dealing with them.
All right? I'm sitting there just for years like, well, why don't you take these certain people that everyone clowns on, put them on a fucking show with someone sensible that can confront them with facts and logic about the bullshit that's going on, and that's like going to be the greatest entertainment ever.
Is Tommy C never mind. I'm going to leave it alone. I have my feelings on that man and some others, but it ain't the time.
So I had this idea to create Lolcow Live with DSP, Wings, and Boogie, but DSP is such a retard that it was like impossible to get him on.
Why do you have to use that word, Keemstar? You know people don't like that word. Why do you have to keep using it? I know, it's our generation, and people used to say it all the time, like fucking stupid Chantel said. You don't have to use that word. At all. It's ridiculous. Calm it down. Like, yeah.
Bored. Working with Wings and Boogie is I got to deal with Wings crying about fucking every little dollar that's being spent on the fucking project. Oh, I don't know if we can spend like $5 here for whatever. Shut up, Wings. You're getting fucking checks for thousands. Shut the fuck up. The worst things that Boogie has done to this show is, again, remember, you know the concept, right? These guys get into scandals and they're under fire, and let's take that and bring it to the show, right? My biggest gripes with Boogie is he'd be sitting there fighting with a YouTuber. One of these times he was fighting with Muta. Huge fight, right? And we were about to launch this. This was episode 1. And I'm like, oh, this is going to be great for Lolcow Live. No, the motherfucker went on review tech, boring you.
And yeah. Mudahar is somebody I've been following for a while now, along with Penguin Zero, Charlie, Moist Critical. And they had Boogie's number for a while, and that was why I watched the first episode that Tom Dark had suggested, because it was back and forth with Mudahar. Boogie literally had to get on his knees and beg for his spot on Lolcow Live because he went and did an interview with another YouTuber before this, and King was pissed. They have more dramas than most of us girls, for real. Hey, Unicorn Blow. Hi, Deb W. I just don't even understand. These are grown men who have more estrogen-laden fights than people like us in Girl World. It is fucking hilarious. But Lolcows, they're all over the spectrum. They could be in the art community. They could be in the broody community. They could be in this community. They could be in the Girl World community. And when you see them, you know them, because they do the same things over and over.
USA with Muta and robbed all the content. Whole debate, right? I'm not saying it was fake. They were really fighting, but they did it on another fucking show. Do you know how hard it is to have this business sense and this sense of fucking entertainment? And you have fucking tards like Boogie that needs attention so bad that he's just giving the fucking whole debate and the whole thing to another show. Do you know how hard it is to deal with people like that? That's how we got this clip of Boogie crawling on the fucking ground and apologizing to me because I was furious. Now, I think everyone knows the story, but if you don't, Boogie recently did a crypto scam.
Okay, I was going to skip, but I want y'all to hear this.
A crypto scam in 2024. I couldn't stop laughing. I thought that was the funniest.
Especially when he lost all his money, allegedly, to a crypto thing 2-3 years ago. But he was okay crypto scamming his fans. Hi, Bubbles and Marshmallow. The thing with Keem that I don't understand is this man has shown you how desperate for attention and money he is. What don't you understand about how dumb he would be? Thank you for the super chat, Mr. Cardigan's girly. Men gossip worse than women. Solid in parts of the story. Yeah, I agree with you on that. It is crazy to me though that the levels of fighting and backbiting that these men do. It is just like yikes. I really.
In the world. I couldn't wait to talk about it on the show, but I was in the middle of planning my 4th of July party and doing all this other stuff. I was so busy.
Yeah,
I
Prissy.
didn't really get a chance to deal with that situation at all like I wanted to. In the middle of this, CoffeeZilla takes interest in the story and he starts making videos. Calling out Boogie for his crypto scam. This is what Coffee...
I can tell you something. When CoffeeZilla has his radar on you, when Moist Critical has their radar on you, you done fucked up. Because the moment they have to drop a video about what you're doing, you are on the wrong side of history. I've been following Charlie since his hair was short. I followed him on YouTube. I have followed him on Twitch. When that man has to beeline on the shit you're doing, you've done fucked up. And then Boogie, once again, tried to turn it on CoffeeZilla, tried to turn it on Charlie and several other people that called him out. And it ain't gonna work for you, Boogie.
Zilla does. And of course, Boogie knew that. Boogie watches CoffeeZilla's videos.
Yeah.
Before he did the crypto scam, he even reached out to CoffeeZilla to see if it would be okay. Clearly just trying to manipulate CoffeeZilla. Yeah. Boogie knew it was not okay. And he lied. He knew it right away. But here's Boogie sitting here with CoffeeZilla. Oh, I didn't know I was doing anything wrong. I thought I was just having a bunch of da-da-da. Shut up, Boogie. You fucking liar. So frustrating. Then when Boogie starts getting canceled by the entire fucking internet, right? When everyone's raining absolute hell on him for this crypto scam, goes into the lies, goes into the manipulation, starts telling CoffeeZilla that he can't refund the $10,000 that he got for the crypto scam because he's making no money on Lolcow Live.
And that's what really pissed Keem off. That was one of the first clips that I grabbed because Keem was heated. Not only did he realize that Boogie was begging because he couldn't pay off his mortgage. He was allegedly sick at the time. So he got him on Lolcow Live. But he went on the record with CoffeeZilla and lied and literally said he wasn't getting paid for this. And it's just sick. It's a sickness. I don't get it.
Direct fucking lie. A direct lie.
Yeah, all he does is scream. Really, I'm sorry, Tally-ho.
I'm the one cutting him checks. He's over here telling other fucking YouTubers that I don't pay him. How you're making me look bad, motherfucker. So I was heated. Did a stream here. Well, it's close to a week ago, right? I hit Boogie with a surprise. I hit him with Destiny, who had a theory that Boogie was faking cancer. Yep. Now, when I did that, just for context, so everyone understands, when I did that, I thought Boogie would just show the paperwork and that would be the end of it. I had no idea that Boogie was actually faking cancer. As you saw in that original stream, wouldn't provide the goddamn evidence. Wouldn't provide any evidence at all. I'm holding my medical records to myself. This is the one thing I'm keeping to myself. The fucker guilty. Boogie goes to the doctor, finds out that he may have this cancer because of the elevated red blood cells. And before getting any fucking confirmation, because the guy loves to be a victim, runs to the fucking internet, makes a video, and tells people he has cancer. And now he's stuck. Because 2 years later, we still don't have a fucking confirmation. And now I knew that's what happened. I know him. And that is what happened.
And we're going to see as soon as Keemstar's soliloquy stops. But thank you so much for the super chat. Hi, Kalari and Bonnet. You know what? If you behave in an upstanding way and don't try to get involved in any dirty stuff, you won't have to worry about being on anyone's radar. Exactly, Capricorn. But also, the point that I'm going to make against Boogie and Chantel is it takes way more energy to lie than to just be yourself. I don't care if people don't like my authentic self. I'm not going to lie. There's no fucking reason in this day and age to lie about stuff. But these lolcows do this all the time. Welcome, Blondie. I'm just like shocked that there hasn't been like a case study. Because I go to the psychiatrist and I'm pretty sure that she could make bank if she just did a book on the Lolcow lies, DARVO, and behaviors. I might have to pitch that at her because I'm pretty sure I've complained enough about this YouTube shit to her as it is. I almost slipped up and gave her a name. I'm not trying to be a Chantel or Amber Lynn. But when I say that it could be a case study of chronically online, the need for internet validation, lies, and just being nasty people, and then victim acting. Because I can't even say victim shaming. They literally will default on, well, I had a hard life. Well, I went through stuff. It's not a shield. If you're a sick person, it doesn't matter if you had a hard life or not. You don't get a cookie or a pass for that. You don't get a head pat because of something that happened in your childhood. If you're in your adulthood, where you should have a reasonable functioning brain to know not to do wrong and instead choose to do wrong because it gets you famous. No, that's not how it works. Just like I don't use my mental health as an excuse. When I'm dealing with a manic low, I take a break. I don't want to be on here causing more stigma for what I'm going through. But these two, they lean right into all the negative traits of mental health, and it drives me up a wall. Because when we get to some of Chantel's recap, she point blank blatantly blames her mental health for her actions. And no, ma'am. No. But let's get through this because it's a lot. And I'm going to be skipping through some of it, but I'm going to watch the whole thing later, 31
which
frames.
I promised I fucking would, that he does not have cancer in his portal on his fucking charts. It is not there. It is not there. Now, he may be telling the truth.
He wasn't.
That he's being treated for it and that his doctor thinks he has it.
Grateful Little
That
Farms.
may be the truth. And I do think that is the truth. But it hasn't been fucking confirmed. Hasn't been confirmed. If I was on any fucking podcast and somebody faked cancer, I have to cut ties with them. Yep. I am not going to fucking be doing business with you.
That's what
I'm
you
sorry.
should've.
Bye. You evil piece of shit. But this is not a black and white situation.
It is, though.
There's multiple different fucking factors.
No.
One of the factors is the whole point of this fucking show is to expose Wings and to expose Boogie. And that's
you can expose Boogie especially without Boogie being there. Boogie's always going to do stupid shit. It would probably save you a lot more headaches to just pull clips of when he does stupid shit or tweets stupid shit. Like, it's no gray area, sir. The man lied about a serious health issue. You can cut ties and still expose Boogie without Boogie doing what he's about to do on this podcast. I'm just saying.
Exactly what took place. What happened on this show after...
Oh my God. Girl, you did not have to give me a super chat. Thank you so much. You sent me a 4-minute video. I appreciate you for real. When I say that 31 frames really in the clutch pulled this out, I mean it. So please show them some love. I am not joking. Thank you so much for the super chat. Welcome, Poltergeisha. I am telling you, though, they are insane. I only watched the first episode because I love me some Mudahar. And I wanted to see what the back and forth with him and Boogie was. And, oh, that was a headache. So I skipped for a while. But I'm going to have to go back and watch some of these other casts because, oh, my goodness. And Kiwi Tapes has a saturated content who I just found, and he's funny. He is brutal on Boogie. Like, for real. I really do like his commentary. There's a lot of newer people coming up with it, too. I did not realize how many people cover these locales like this. But they are getting me some really, really good people to watch, along with the Girl Wolf stuff.
Beating Boogie, just beat him, just not letting him slip through. We got the fucking truth, and now he has to face the music. That's the point of the goddamn show. Boogie is mentally ill. He is. And I know right away when I say this, people are going to say, but he uses his mental illness to manipulate people. You're right. He does. He does. But he's still mentally ill. He actually is mentally ill. I'm going to bring Boogie on here, and we're going to have a little chat.
Mental illness is not an excuse for bad behavior. When I am non-lucid, I get rest. If it's bad, you get hospitalized. You do not get in front of a freaking camera and act like an idiot and go, oh, no, it's my mental health. You are not above criticism because you have a mental health issue. No, no, no. Hey, Takes the Cake Pondu. It's good to see you. Hi, Bug Love. Hi, Sweet Monster. Let me see if I missed anybody else that rolled in. I think I said hello to you, but hello again, Poltergeisha. I just don't understand. These people are like, oh, he has mental health problems, so he can get away with literally lying about having cancer. I don't think so, sir. And welcome, Sweet Monster. He is. He's in Drama Queen, Boogie, Wings, even Tommy C. They're all dramas. All of them. I think Tommy C is the calmer one of this, but I still, because of the whole Creepshow art thing and his ties that he broke with Illuminati thing, I'm side-eye him a lot. But he is, more so than the other two, a voice of reason among the log cows. But it's still a mess. Welcome, Serenity Queen. It's good to see you, dear. Hi, honey.
I want to hear his side of events once again. I want to know if Boogie's actually going to be accountable for what happened. Is he going to come on say sorry,
And welcome,
be like,
Cowboy
look, you know,
Dog.
I fucked up and and actually explain what really happened? Or is he?
There's a new channel, The Girl World. Oh, I'll have to check them out, My 500-Pound Life. Like I said, there are so many. I am so behind in videos from creators I like. I don't even leave comments anymore. I'll just watch y'all, hit the like, because I have to have these on during the day when I'm doing stuff now because I can't get caught up. Girl World has so many talented reactors and creators. And what I hope to do more is to feature people. We'll have days like this where we feature the bad. And then more days where we feature good, because I do want to do, hopefully next week, some of my favorite vloggers and explain why my ass can't vlog, because I just can't. But if we do have that wedding where I think we're going to have it, heifer, you might just get a real travel vlog from somebody who knows how to do it right. It all depends on the logistics and location and where we're going. Because if it's where I think we're going, yeah, we'll do that. Hi, Debbie's World. Welcome to the chat, hun.
Is he gonna come on here and be like, oh, I was being treated for all I know is my daughter said this? And is he gonna fucking lie and try to manipulate us again?
Yes.
Or is he gonna be real?
Nope.
That's important to me. So I'm gonna give Boogie a chance to be real. Boogie!
Hi, Game, how are you?
It's Judgment Day.
Yeah, I've done a lot of soul searching since the last episode. We've been making some changes here around the house, and I've been trying to think of different ways that I could show everybody how fucking sorry I am. Because this is not okay. Like I said last time, my dad died of lung cancer. My best friend.
It's not about your dad.
Girlfriend.
It's not about your friend. It's not about your girlfriend.
It's not something to jump the gun with, which is what I did, and it was a very stupid thing for me to do.
You didn't just jump the gun, Boogie. You spent 2 years telling people that you had this, that it was confirmed that you had this. You ran a crypto scam this year, which really pulled the rug out from under your lies. Really exposed the whole shebang-a-bang. You literally spent 2 years telling people you had a serious disease and that was why you needed to do the crypto scam for the 10K. And now we know you don't have an official diagnosis. And it gets worse, y'all. It gets worse. You don't think it could get even worse than that. But this man literally digs the trench lower.
Well, let's slow down. Why does your set look completely different? What's that about?
Well, I mailed you a little something, and the room just didn't look right. And to be honest with you, all this Boogie2988 shit, I just couldn't look at it.
You could have left up all your collectible stuff. To the speed run, he gave Keystar the play button to auction off to donate to a cancer charity. Too little too late as far as I'm concerned, but I guess it's a start.
So I took everything down. Once we took the first thing down, the rest of it went, and we put it in storage.
You should auction it.
Man.
Chat, can you hear him? Your mic's a little low for me. I don't know. Chat, is he good?
Sorry, I'm not talking like my normal entertainment itself, so I'm probably a little quieter than usual. Apologize. Try to talk.
I think what's most important is, because you've told this story so many fucking times, I think what's most important is I shut up, right? I sit here dead silent and act like this is the YouTube video 2 years ago, and this time the facts, the truth. I think the audience deserves to know kind of like what was really happening 2 years ago. What should that YouTube video look like?
I'll make it as short and sweet as I can. I have several doctors. We took my blood test. We found elevated red blood cell counts, and then we looked for other markers. We found those markers. They determined that it was certainly polycythemia.
Welcome, old school Nana.
Vera. They were going to treat
Grateful
me as
Life
if it was
is good to see
polycythemia
you.
vera. And
Grateful
that's
Little
what we've done
Farms
for
if
the
I
last
missed
2
you,
years,
hey
with the
dear.
plan to always eventually get this bone marrow test, but again, I never wanted to get it done because it's stupid. It's painful. My friend Marie.
And he always brings friends into the conversation. You think that you have something as serious as cancer, and you thought it was stupid to get the test that would confirm it? This is why your lie unraveled so easily. And it should have unraveled sooner. That's one of the things that I definitely agree with Destiny on. As much hate watchers as this man had, it should have unraveled easier. But most people don't want to assume that anybody would be so fucking stupid to go on record on social media and on YouTube to friends and family pretending to have something that's serious. I can't. I don't understand it.
I was talking to her about it last night. She said she had it done. She literally asked me not to ever get it done.
What's this
She's
have to know?
fighting cancer herself.
No. Anybody who is really going through that, because I don't know this lady, Boogie could be pulling her out of his massive ass. Why would somebody who knows what this is like tell you not to get definitive results? He lies so much. It's infuriating.
She says it's not worth it.
This is not a riff of manipulation. You're
It
being
is.
Okay.
No,
because the added thing,
manipulation.
because
He's probably in the chat right now.
when you manipulate or you lie, I notice it's like, yeah, my friend told me this, and it's the added stuff. Okay.
I'll send you a screenshot of that right now if you'd like to see it.
To be clear for the audience,
Why do you need a screenshot? That's another reason why you can't be friends with Lolcow either. Any communication you have with them, any DMs, they will use it to justify their lies. So whoever you are, Maria, if you exist for real, if it's not just Desi, his very young partner, pretending to be you, you now know that whatever confidence you have with this man will constantly be exposed so that he can prove himself. Like I said, y'all, he infuriates me on so many levels.
what Boogie just said is that his video 2 years ago should have said, I have this disease. It may be the non-cancer type or the cancer type, but they're treating me for the cancer type. That's what the video should have been.
That's what the video exactly should have been.
There we go.
I was at the time at the understanding that it was most likely the case. And as time went on, I became aware that it might not be. And now we are at a point where he's concerned about what's causing the markers. So we have a colonoscopy planned. And we probably, if we don't find anything there, we're going to move on to the bone marrow thing unless there's something else that he wants to do. And we're just going to keep trying to bullseye whatever's going wrong.
He wants to bullseye cancer. I want to get to the Destiny part if I can. And like I said, this is a beautiful edit. I am going to listen to it while getting the rest of the stuff done I got to get done today. But I really want to move to the Foodie stuff. So we are going to get the Destiny part up too. Because the first time he confronted Boogie with all the facts embodied him, I had clipped as well. Because, and let me see if 31 Frames has that one up too. Because, just give me a moment, y'all. Yes, they do. So we'll feature that one a little bit after this. Because the 4-minute video probably has a lot of what I showed them about his nonsense. But when I say Destiny, whether you like them or hate them, whether you agree with their political stances or private bullshit, they have Boogie dead to rights. For real.
Names before he was fired, technically, legally, like he's still going to get a cut of that. But not as of this moment, no. Let me add Destiny now.
Yeah. I am buying an animal cancer puzzle from Medicare right now.
Why do you need to leave Medicare out of this?
Hello.
He comes later.
Hey, how you doing? I heard you're having a fun week.
I always have fun weeks.
Good. Say what you got to say to me, and then I got to...
And, of course, more deflection. Oh, I heard you had a fun week. To give some context to that, Destiny, like I did on my own Bonnet Chronicles, mentioned the rally where former President Trump almost got assassinated, got clipped in the ear, and the firefighter who had lost his life shielding his family. Granted, I made my personal opinion on the fact that the man had very sketchy social media posts, full-on MAGA, so I didn't respect those views, but I did respect his work as a firefighter. I thought that as somebody with firefighters in my family, I always feel that they're heroes, and that he died protecting his family. So while I won't say his name, I will give the man how he went out, what his profession was, respect. Do I like that he was full MAGA? Fuck no. Everybody who watches my Bonnet Chronicles know where my political leanings lie. But apparently Destiny went a bit farther than I would have, because I'm older. I think there's a bit of maturity in the way you handle somebody having a very vast difference of political opinion than you. But he also has millions upon millions of subscribers and views. So he obviously knows what he's doing. He knows how to get a rise out of people, and that's how he gets it. And he expects the pushback. He rides on the pushback. So everybody's like, oh, Destiny's the devil because he villainized a firefighter. Forgets the fact that he loves it. Whether it's hate attention, whether it's positive attention, the man's getting attention. It's like I said, we pretty much had similar leanings on the fact that this man had very shady leans and views and was willing to vocalize them before he died. But I, because of the way I was raised and my spiritual beliefs, you know, being a witch, I don't speak ill of the dead unless they really, really deserve it. And even then, I try to be careful with that because I don't need no spirits haunting my house.
maybe a few things I would like to say to you.
Hey, Ray's Day, today's
Sure.
vlog. And exactly, you're married to a firefighter, so you know the amount of work that they put in, how they risk themselves. So I would never shit on the profession. And I respect the fact that I think that man's job probably put him in positions where he was a hero to people. I just didn't agree with his political views. And like I said, I'm not Destiny. He obviously knows what he's doing with this. But I think there are just ways to handle calling out somebody that you don't agree with without shitting on what they did, because he died shielding his family. And welcome, Mr. O'Keefe's paralegal. I don't have any idea what I'm talking about. Okay, that's your opinion. Sit in and listen. Maybe you'll change your mind. But if you're a troll, you're not going to last long here, okay? Volunteer firefighters for me are so important, and it's a shame that the city doesn't give them a cut or something, because honestly, they back up the registered firefighters and people who are on the job when they can't get to fires around the local municipalities. So, like I said, just like any volunteer service, I do think they should be compensated for their work.
What is the theme for this episode? What are we talking about, Keemstar?
Well, Boogie has finally admitted that he has no confirmation that he has cancer. The theme of this episode is, will Boogie get fired from the show? We decided he has to get fired. I mean, this is like pretty fucked up.
Yeah.
We're trying to think of ways that he can earn his will back and punishments. He's giving the play button to me. It's already being mailed to my house. We're going to put it up for auction. That money will go to charity. He bought a Medicare hat. Medicare actually has cancer.
No, I'm getting the puzzle. I'm getting the puzzle.
He's not. Well, get the hat, because we need to see you with that hat for sure.
Oh, okay. Okay.
And then also, what else did we talk about? Mountain Dew. You're never allowed. He's never allowed to drink.
You're only going to get one warning, Mr. O'Keefe, because unlike the heifer that wants to play hug box, I'm open to people with difference of opinions, but you already came in hot talking about, I don't know what I'm talking about. You seem like a foodie troll. You might be that little fucking idiot that tried me in garlic breads thing, because I know you like to make sock accounts, Mr. Ground. I know you and the Jester like to make emergency streams whenever I fucking make a video. But let's keep it respectful, because I don't know you, man. And you're already coming in hot trying to say I don't know what I'm talking about, when I'm literally playing what they're saying and giving my opinions. So if I were you, I would simmer down. Because if you don't, you won't be allowed back in here. Point blank, period.
Drink Mountain Dew again, because that is so fucking unhealthy. And one of the main risks of this disease is that he could have a stroke or heart attack. And he kept saying that and using that for manipulation. But here you are not doing anything about your weight. You're drinking Mountain Dew. So that was another thing.
Well, again, I only drink diet, and it's doctor approved. It's 0 calories, but it does have things that could.
But you shouldn't be drinking it. Doctor approved. I don't know anything, and this is just my personal thing for weight loss, but I didn't know any doctor that was like, oh sure, drink diet soda. They wanted you to drink water, stay away from caffeine, period. And soda's a no-no if you're serious about weight loss. And like I said, I was 500 pounds, so I know what works for me, and I don't miss fucking soda at all. I don't get why he keeps making these excuses.
Could lead like carcinogens and stuff, so that's why we cut it out.
And
I missed the conversation. Mr. Cardigan's girly, I am so sorry if your family went through some stuff. I'm trying to focus on this, and then I yelled at that troll and stuff, and I'm not, yeah. Thing is, it pisses me off when big people say that the doctor approves soda. Because I don't know a doctor worth their grain of salt is going to tell you that any kind of soda or beverages like that is okay for a diet when you are super morbidly obese. And I say this as somebody who still considers myself super morbidly obese. You've got to quit that shit. And then he changes it up down this line. He apparently says he's self-harming, which is so freaking weird. But DARVO, remember DARVO.
No doctor's telling you don't drink Mountain Dew diet because it has carcinogens in it.
No.
They're like aspartame
I didn't say that. My doctor has approved diet soda. He says it's fine. But because I've read research that says aspartame and all this other stuff, I don't want to complicate it further. I don't even need to be taking caffeine in, which is the whole reason I drank diet soda, was to have caffeine through the day. Why the fuck do I need caffeine? What the fuck am I doing in the day?
It truly was. The comment at the end of that coffee's elevator was like, it's cancer.
I do a lot during the day, and I leave
for
caffeine out. Because it gives you heart issues. It's not really that great for your system. Outside that, when it gets cold, my tea, which naturally has some caffeination to it, I don't fuck with caffeine. You don't need it if you're not used to injecting it. And it does take time to wean off, but I'm telling you, so many people have told me once they started to wean off and completely kick the caffeine fix, they felt better for it. It does take time with everything. Like my husband, he kicked his soda habit. It took 2 years. And he's still not 100%. Sometimes we'll go by a restaurant where they have, like, he loves Mountain Dew. I can't. It is sludge. I do not see how people drink it. I'm sorry if you like Mountain Dew. But that Baja Blast shit, he likes that. But he was willing, because the doctor told him, you will get into the danger zone if you don't stop. And I want him here. He quit it. You have to put yourself first when it comes to your health. And you got to stop making excuses, Boogie.
Just say that. There's so many people that are fighting cancer, that are fighting against cancer, like every day in the United States of the world.
Water.
It's such an unhinged, crazy thing to say, and that's what triggered me to start digging, like, oh, okay, because he doesn't have
Squirt
cancer.
some lemon in it if
the
you're having
scam
kidney issues.
was your downfall.
Yep. Not even, actually. It was just the comment at the end about the cancer. That's the thing that triggered the fuck.
And it's okay, because I have family and friends who, they have to have their morning coffee just to function. I got my cousin a mug and a wine glass, too, because for work and after work. The mug said, don't F with me before I have my coffee. And then the after work thing, her little wine glass says, I need this after a hard day's work. I am not shitting on how people function. I just said for me, because of the health issues I was already trying to avoid, it was easy for me to just go, you know what? I don't need this. And now that we are planning, I got an appointment on 24th, as it is, to do a whole body check, but especially the eggs. I want to do the right thing, because I'm at an age where getting pregnant even is touch and go, and being able to carry successfully to term depends on what I do for my body. Boogie apparently just doesn't care.
Out of me and maybe start digging. That was the thing that triggered me.
Well, I will be honest. My dad died of cancer. My best friend died of cancer. My aunt died of cancer.
Here we go
And
again
Total
with
Biscuit, who I was close
a whole
with, so many
laundry
times, played
list
games
of
with him,
people
he
that
died of
not
cancer.
you.
So in my experiences, cancer eventually comes back, and cancer eventually gets you. And I usually still fight it.
Wait, what do you mean by comes back? What are we talking about?
Most people that go into remission eventually have reoccurrence. That's what happened to my friend Danny.
I have family that are in remission right now. I have my little pink symbol from my aunt who beat breast cancer. She never acted like a victim. She wore that fight like a girl shirt. She exercised, she dieted, she did the mastectomy. How dare you say that it comes back to them? Why would you wish that on anybody? Oh, he makes me mad on so many levels, y'all. It's just he wants to be the victim. And that is the scariest thing about these Lolcows. I'm 47, Tiny Walnut. And I know I waited for a bit. But when I had kiddo, it was with a bad partner. And I told myself I was not going to do that again. I raised kiddo for almost 12 years by myself, with my best friend helping me out. Then we got together, started dating, but it still wasn't the right time for a kid. We wanted our own home. We wanted stable income. We wanted jobs that would be able to afford another child. And lo and behold, we got the house last year, but it still wasn't time to be like, okay, pop the Mirena out and make a baby. We had to get settled. So now that I've had my OBGYN clear it, we're trying. I know at my age, it's weird for women to even want to do this, but it's not impossible. Like I said, Janet Jackson, who is way better fit than I am, had her first and only at 50. I had my first when I was almost over 500 pounds. So I know anything's possible. I'm in better shape, in way better health, have all my organs, which Foodie thinks is a flex. I don't. I just think it's my commitment. So I want to do this if I can. And it's still an if. Hey, Curious Cats, welcome. I'm going to feature you later on in this too.
Had breast cancer. They did
It super depends on the type of cancer, the age of the person, the type of treatment you seek. Right. And even if it could come back, that was just never an attitude that you want to give somebody that's fighting cancer. That's just a horrible thing to say. And that whole attitude to have. Like,
We concluded that Boogie literally wants cancer. Like he likes to be a victim. Like
Yeah.
he literally wants it.
I think I deserve it at this point. I genuinely do. And
It's so insane.
yeah, if it turns out that I have it, we are doing the colonoscopy still, and then we might end up doing the bone marrow test again. And it
He thinks he
Wait, what is the bone
deserves
marrow
it.
test for?
He thinks he deserves it for jumping the gun.
Destiny, or excuse me.
wait,
Boogie.
hold on. I'm so sorry.
Okay.
Wait. Did your doctor tell you that you had to do that?
He suggested it, yes. He also said that it was unnecessary because it's invasive and expensive and difficult. He says not something I would want to go through. And since we're going to treat the polycythemia vera anyway, it's pointless. We're gonna treat you as if you had it.
One point before I get to how Destiny throws that back at him. A doctor told you that you could potentially have this serious medical issue, but the way to definitely diagnose it is too invasive, too expensive for you. And you don't want to do it, even though I'm sure you've bragged to that doctor that, oh, I'm Boogie, I've made money, I'm a famous YouTuber. Math ain't mathin'. It's not mathin'.
And that's what we've done for the last 2 years. That's why we did the sleep study. That's why we've done everything we could to bring the red blood cell count down, because he's afraid that I have polycythemia vera.
When you kept saying increased like hormone or something over and over again. What were you talking about?
I think it's somebody mentioned it last time. I think it's the JAK2. There's JAK2 markers in my blood, which I guess is important for determining this. I don't know if it's high. I don't know if it's low. I don't know anything about it.
Okay. I don't know. Okay, just because I'm here, so I don't know what you want me to say or what I'm necessarily here. So everything you just said was a lie. Okay. Like the doctor is not doing a biopsy to confirm. Okay, that's not true. Okay. You can make a positive diagnosis of polycythemia vera if you have the JAK2 genetic marker. It's not a hormone. It's a genetic marker. But when you said that you had an elevation of a hormone, I don't think you were lying about that. I think you were being truthful. But what you didn't realize is the hormone that you were referring to is called erythropoietin, I think, or erythropoietin. But that hormone that's elevated is elevated because that's the hormone that's being produced that's telling your bone marrow to create more red blood cells.
And
because it's
here
secondary
comes
polycythemia.
Muda.
You don't have JAK2. That wouldn't be a hormone. It wouldn't be a marker. It would be a gene test that you would do. You would know because you would pay specifically for genetic testing, and you would specifically test it. And if you have that JAK2 marker plus an elevation in red blood cells, and you don't have an increased presence of that hormone in your blood, that would be enough to diagnose. You never do a biopsy. You don't need to biopsy that.
Okay.
So
I'm just telling you my understanding of it. I don't agree with anything Destiny just said, but I don't think that's important at this point. So,
well, hold on. I just want to be clear.
It is important.
You're just lying about everything you just said. You're not doing a biopsy to confirm this cancer. You don't need a biopsy for it. If you had JAK2, that genetic marker, plus an elevation in red blood cells, and you don't have an elevation of hormone, that's enough. That's positive. You have
a simple Google search will show you that they used to do this biopsy, and we considered doing it because I wanted concrete proof. Yeah, well, before
Dr.
we started, I did
Google
want to say,
strikes
Destiny, I know
again.
that this affected you personally, and for that I wanted to apologize. You know?
No, hold on, wait, real quick. It doesn't affect me personally. I've only known people that have cancer. I don't have it personally. So it doesn't affect me that personally. I know what you mean though, but also saying like I want an apology from you. I don't accept an apology from you. There is no redemption to be received from me, and there is no virtue in apologizing to me. You can't tell a lie this bad and then run with it for 2 years and then get taken down kicking and screaming, and then at the very end try to apologize for some sort of like redemption or salvation.
Even
Whatever.
sped
I'm not
up
looking for
Destiny is
redemption or salvation.
snatching
Then
I
his
don't
edges.
even need to hear it. You shouldn't be apologizing to anybody
I'm
for this.
saying
You can
it.
publish one online. Yeah, you're saying it for yourself though, not for me. It's just more selfish behavior. You're not doing anything for me by apologizing about lying for 2 years for cancer. That's ridiculous.
Right.
what?
Like I said in the last time that I was
Muda, get
This is
better internet.
this is
Now he's
hard
on
limits. This is one of
location.
them.
Yep.
Good one, Muda. Or Muda.
Unfortunately, Muta, I think your internet's just too crappy in that hotel you're skipping around. Maybe just audio? Do you think audio would work? Just audio?
Yeah, let me just do that. Sorry.
Yeah, that's way better. That's actually way better. Go ahead.
Yeah, I just don't think I think there's just and the limit is like
Hi, Abby Cat Honey.
like what was proven a day ago. Like
Curious Cats
you
is
have it,
amazing.
You literally did. Then one day you saw something in your portal, didn't have it, and then fucking this whole situation has basically been you doing lie after lie after lie. There's things that you don't lie about, and can't one of those things you don't lie about. And it's
Yeah, it was a very, very stupid thing for me to have done.
Muta, you've been involved in this a lot, like from the very beginning, kind of, when this all unfolded. What does Boogie need to do now in this situation? He's well, we
Jens,
think
he says that he got blood tests, that they keep checking his levels and stuff. He's never said a treatment. He outright refuses to show anything that definitively said, not even to everybody, because nobody should have to release their medical records if they don't want to. But he has people that would go on the record to say, yes, I've seen it. Yes, it confirms he has this. And he refuses. He says it's the one thing he wants to be private about. They'll see it after he's dead, blah, blah, blah. He is just another Chantel in a man's body as far as I'm concerned. Because this man has gone stripped naked on podcasts. This man has told the world everything he wanted about him. But the one thing that could clear his name, he's private about. Just like a certain person's marriage certificate. I am telling you, it is crazy.
come clean with the facts around the case. What does he have to do now? Like, what do you do in this situation?
you know what? Honestly, I really think like there has to be like a financial apology. Like whatever money he's gotten out of this Lolcow life probably should be put towards like sort of research or paying back the victims of a scam.
Well, Muda, here's what we're doing so far. And
Hold on, just real quick. Whatever Boogie says, it's absolutely not going to have anything to do with giving it money. Guarantee it.
Apparently, he lost his father, who he also accused of some really nasty stuff. And welcome to the chat, Brioche. Welcome, John the Whisk. I think I said hello to you, but just in case. Hey, Lenny K. He said he lost a girlfriend, childhood girlfriend. He lost another friend just recently to it. So he knows that it's a serious thing, but he still lied about it. That is the thing that troubles me the most about Boogie. He is still doubling down and lying about it. Welcome, Aisha Rayef. Dear, I am so sorry that you lost your grandmother and your best friend. And the fact that he did lose, that you lost people and he lost people, and he still was willing to do this for attention, It is just crazy to me because it's not something you should want. Yet he wants it. He seems to think, like Chantal, that having a serious medical issue absolves him from any bad behavior, absolves him for doing stupid shit online. And it does not. Most people with this don't act like Boogie. They just don't.
Oh, go ahead.
It does, actually.
Okay, let's hear it.
I just donated $1,000 to St. Jude's.
Okay.
Which hurts pretty tremendously. Destiny?
Did you give the wait? I'm curious. Did you show that receipt to?
It hurts pretty tremendously because you waste your money. It wouldn't hurt you to give $1,000 to charity, even though you scam people out of $10K, if you weren't pissing your money away on Mountain Dew, fast food, and other shit you don't need, sir. Point blank. The reason you're broke, Boogie, is staring yourself in the mirror every time you look at yourself in the mirror. You mismanage your fucking funds. You live above your means, which you had very good means, and you're lazy. Even with hate watchers, a lot of the people I've watched so far over the week covering this said the same thing. If this man would just put out an 8 to 15 or even 20-minute video a week, not even daily, but if you did do it daily, if you put out content, even if you got trolls in it, you would make fucking bank because of how many subscribers you have. But you are so stupid and lazy and self-destructive to your own brand that you will never recover from this. You are tanking yourself, and I don't understand it.
Keemstar?
Yeah, we did show it on screen.
Yes.
And to be fair to Boogie, $1,000 is like a lot of money to him.
Yes,
It is, Abby Cat, and that's why I don't understand why he lied.
The rest of it's been spent. I have mortgage. I have I paid bills. I paid back bills and stuff. That said, I also gave up my most prized possession. I emailed it at my cost to Keemstar. It's $200 to mail it. It's my gold play button. It's irreplaceable. It's not the modern one.
We're gonna.
Do you want a head pat for that, Boogie? You lied about cancer. You lied about cancer. You don't really do any content anyway. So why the heck do you need that E button? So that you can go on Twitch yelling at your trolls while you fail play games? It was a flex that you don't deserve anymore, sir. So no, this isn't enough. You lied about cancer.
Auction it off for a cancer charity or something. Boogie wants it to go to St. Jude's. I'm fine with that.
Yeah, and I think, again, St. Jude's has been held accountable the most. I've raised money for St. Jude's in the past. I think it's a great charity. I've given money to St. Jude's very frequently.
You should give the dictate, though.
But they also have been found, Destiny, check me on this because I could be wrong. But I've been told that they give almost 100% of the money that you give goes directly to treating children. They're not one of these people that like spends a lot of it on awareness or promotion or any of that bullshit.
Hold on, wait, just a quick thing. If you want to do this with other people, that's fine. I have no interest in the manipulator tactics. That whole like, check this, you can check this and verify this. And
No, I'm asking.
I'm sure, no, you don't need to ask me. Hold on, you don't need to ask me to verify all this. I'm sure the information is publicly available. I'm not here to offer you any condolences or to make you feel better or to appease you by asking me nonsense questions like that in order to seek sympathy.
And I'm sorry it's sped up, but it's the only way we're going to get through the heart and meat of this.
You didn't accidentally.
How do you accidentally lie?
Hold on, you didn't
Because
accidentally
like I
lie before.
said, the sweetness turns to sour really quick. And like I said, I want y'all to watch this when 31 Frames puts it up because they did an amazing edit job.
Intentionally lied multiple times. You said you had a confirmed cancer diagnosis. You lied about that. You said you were looking at Vera on the document. You lied about that. These are all confirmed lies.
It is my understanding that St. Jude's uses 100% of the money given. I could be wrong. And if I'm
He
wrong,
didn't
people
want
think
to
it's a
talk
lie.
about the St.
So I'm
Jude's.
just trying to be extra careful.
He
So
is
that's fine.
talking about what you lied about.
Lying. You weren't accidentally lying. That's why it's called a lie. You can't accidentally lie. That's just called being wrong. You intentionally lied before.
In the video, I was told by my doctor that I have polycythemia vera, and we're treating you for polycythemia vera.
He might have uttered those words, maybe. He might. I'm sure he said polycythemia, maybe. He might have even said polycythemia vera. He never told you that you had cancer, though.
That's true. I had to Google that.
Okay, yes. Which is
Oh
what we
my
thought.
God.
That's what we thought in the beginning. He probably told you.
Wait.
You have an elevation, everything. You have polycythemia. You probably Googled that. You might have thought that he said vera. Maybe he fucked up and said vera, but he never said cancer. He never said cancer.
Polycythemia vera many times. Many times.
Oh my God!
This is
What
very
just
clear.
happened? What just happened? Your
He got
doctor
busted.
did not tell you had cancer?
Right, that's why this was the very first question I asked when I came on your show 4 days ago. 'Cause I knew that you
Again, my
would
doctor-
Out of his own mouth, the doctor did not say it. He had to Google it. And then he tries to walk that back because he does not want to get caught in a lie. And I'm sorry, if somebody even suggested, knock on freaking wood because I don't want it to happen, that there was a possibility for that, and I didn't trust my doctor, which I do, I would get a second opinion immediately. I would not run to the fucking internet announcing something. I felt weird announcing to y'all that I'm going on a path to try to have a baby because we're not there yet. We're doing the steps the right way. And I'm not even sure when I will announce because we have superstition in my family. And we normally don't tell people until about 5 months in to make sure that the gestation is taken and that nothing bad happens, hopefully. So y'all might not know until well the baby bump is fully showing because I don't want to jinx it. But I can't imagine having bad news like this. And my first thought is to fire up a live or go to a social media thing and tell the whole world. These Lolcows are starved for attention.
My basal cell carcinoma got referred to as a carcinoma, right? They call it by the name of what it is. They don't break it down in layman's terms. My doctor never did. He just told me what he's treating me for.
Oh my God, dude.
But he's treating it for you. You have to be diagnosed. You were diagnosed for it. Now it's like secondary polycythemia. This is the problem with like lying about the situation too. Literally, like okay, so you accidentally lie. How malicious does it seem? And everybody in this call will agree. Fucking 6 days ago, you're sitting there like, I'm looking at my portal. It says polycythemia there. I screenshotted it, and I'm not going to send it to any of you guys. And then like literally 72 hours later, you're like, oh wow, it's just not there. This is not just like
and
this is not like an accidental lie. It is a very malicious
it's hard
even in the confession, even once you're coming clean, you're
to interrupt them just a little bit. Even though it's a positive thing, you have to have a boundary with what you share online and your family. I always believe that. That's why Kiddo didn't have a cameras constantly in his face. He was fucking cute as the buttons, especially as a toddler. But I did not want that life for him. You have to, if you have a family that you love and want to protect, they are not side characters in your show. If you're smart. But some of these people, they put all their lives online to be scrutinized, but they don't want any negative pushback, and it's crazy to me.
You're still saying that your doctor told you had cancer.
Hey,
and the tweet that you put
Christina.
out, after you confessed to be lying about this and you had no confirmation, my
And thank
doctor
you
is
for
telling me I
that.
have cancer.
I just think it for me, it is a bit of superstition too, because at my age and stuff, I don't want to jinx it when it does happen. So like I said, I share what I can with y'all, but I'm always going to keep the boundaries I think will be good for this, because it is touch and go. It's not going to be an easy thing. And while I love so many people in this community have been supportive, I also want to make sure that this is successful, you know? And exactly, getting back to you, Mr. Cardigan Girly. Sometimes you have to get more than one doctor's visit to even confirm what you have. So for him to not even know his full diagnosis and still run and tell people like it was a set, that shows you how evil Boogie is. It really is. He is a level of evil I did not think was possible.
Now, just now, we're finding out your
polycythemia is a cancer.
No, that's manipulation right there. You keep saying that your doctor said the word cancer, and that we just found out now he didn't even do that.
I mean, he didn't say you have cancer. He said you have polycythemia, which is a form of cancer.
Oh God.
Just to be clear, I would be shocked. I also don't think it's true. I would be shocked if a doctor would tell you in technical terms about a particular cancer and not tell you that it's cancer, and then let a patient just go home and discover on their own, oh fuck, I have cancer, you would tell me. That sounds wild.
Yeah.
To be clear, for terms of what is reality, so this is something else too. This is an important question because I think there should be consequences to this. Did you tweet from your brother's account, or does your brother deserve to have his reputation smeared? Because he staked his reputation on your diagnosis that you're telling us nothing about.
Like my brother said, he has seen medical records that says they are treating me for this, and he's seen
so your brother should have what is his because his reputation at least should be known that it should be smeared. His reputation should be tarnished because you traded on his reputation to validate his cancer diagnosis.
He validated that in my medical records they said they were treating me.
For those of you who don't know, Boogie's brother is not a medical doctor. He's a PhD, which is amazing. Going to school to get your doctorate takes a lot of work, and he does a lot of study on childhood development and the effects of abuse. So I do not want to shit on that man's actual profession, but he went online trying to defend his brother, saying that there was definitive proof, which there's not. So his reputation now has to take a hit because of Boogie. It's sad how many people this man has pulled down in the muck with him.
Okay, but the treatment doesn't matter because, like, draining blood or whatever, that could be just for an increase in red blood cells, right? You could just have more blood because of the other issues for secondary polycythemia.
There are separate codes for polycythemia and polycythemia vera. There's different codes.
What's a unique treatment right now that you're taking for polycythemia vera that wouldn't apply to secondary polycythemia?
I don't know.
You're the one that said that you had to pay for all the medications. Didn't you say the cancer treatment was expensive? What is the cancer treatment that you're paying for? What's the unique expensive cancer treatment?
We are doing monthly blood tests, which is expensive.
Blood tests is I do monthly blood tests for STD testing.
Blood
That's what you're talking about.
yeah,
Blood tests for anything.
I get blood tests just because of anemia, because I've had hypocalcemia, which was low calcium and low vitamin D. Man, it makes my head hurt.
Cancer check.
I don't know. They're $70 a pop.
I do blood tests as well, and it's a pretty common.
Okay, so just to be clear, that was another lie. Okay, hold on. I just want to say for people, just for people listening, this is such common.
Monthly blood test specifically for this.
You're such a you're a horrible human being. Okay, you're a horrible person.
Talk to yourself.
No, you're a bad person.
Yeah,
You're a horrible, abusive,
Fireman in the
manipulative
goddamn Trump office. Okay, I'm sorry that I didn't make the choice of fucking. No, I'm sorry.
Keep going.
You mocked me.
You can smear me. I did. Listen, you volunteer fireman. What if you look out the fire? Is your life right now?
Listen, I might be a piece of shit. My dad, who died of cancer, also was a fucking volunteer. fireman, by the way. Okay, and this man was, I believe, a father. I believe was a husband, and he was only exercising his American fucking right to support.
Why are you deflecting to this? Why do you just?
Because
Why
this
are you
one's
just deflect?
It's called DARVO, Muda. Like I said, you don't have to agree with Destiny and what he said about the man who died shielding his family. Because like I said, I don't agree with the man's political takes, but he died a hero. So I did not want to disrespect that. But that's me. That's how I handled talking about the situation. Destiny chose a different path. It's still not on the same freaking level as lying about cancer, Boogie. But this is what DARVO is. When you are caught with a narcissist that does not want to admit that they've really fucked up, they will make you the bad guy, the villain. They will try to turn the tables to, don't look at my bad. Look over here. This person who's got me dead to rights is a bad person too. Two things can be true. Destiny could be a piece of shit in other people's eyes or even in your eyes. It still doesn't deflect from the fact that you lied about having cancer. I know it's hard for some people to process that. But it is what it is.
Do something else entirely. Yeah, you are. You can't even address anything.
What this piece of shit does.
And oh my gosh, my husband and I were planning on kids this year since he passed last year. I finally came to the realization that's not, and I am so sorry, Capone Boxer. It is hard because it took me a while to find the person that I would trust again to want to do this. So I can't even imagine what you're going through, and my deepest condolences for your loss. It's like I said, big hugs. It isn't easy. And I feel sometimes that I was being completely selfish wanting to do this at times. But when you go from somebody who is bad with you to somebody who treats you the way you want to be treated, not even deserve. And I see how he's been a perfect stepfather to Kiddo. And Kiddo bugged me for years for a sibling, but no, it was definitely not going to happen that way. Now that I have my partner, I do want to move forward with that, but I can't even imagine what you have gone through, and I am so sorry, Capone Boxer. For real.
What this piece of shit uses his platform to do. This piece of shit
You know what? I find what Destiny said inflammatory, but this is a clear deflection. Yeah. What did that do?
I gave it 20 fucking minutes. I gave it 20 minutes of shitting on me. 20 fucking minutes. I get
1 more minute. I just want 1 more minute. I just want 1 more minute.
He didn't shit on you per se. He shit on the fact that you lied. But instead of countering the fact that you lied about a serious diagnosis, you turned it into, hey, look at him. He said something about a dead rally goer. And I still don't understand the correlation, Boogie. You can't deflect from what you did by bringing up somebody else's bad behavior. He acts just like Chantel.
You can do it.
And unfortunately for Chantel, I ain't putting my bad business online for you to exploit, heifer.
Listen, I'm just saying, very common manipulator tactic is to, when you get completely backed into a corner on something, you lie until you can no longer lie anymore. Then once you've been caught, then comes the victimization. You throw yourself under the bus. I did lie. It was so horrible. I'm so sorry.
However, the kind of person you are. So
however,
if you're watching this, knows that you mock the fireman who exercises political right. I don't need a fucking.
And I'm exercising my political right. I can do that as well. God bless. God bless America.
I value Muda's opinion here. I throw yours in the fucking trash. I don't give a fuck what you think.
That's fine, but I'm the one that
and that's funny because he didn't value Muda's opinion in the first Lolcow Live. When Muda exposed that you were in DMs bothering his wife, and that, I didn't know it was his wife, but you were in her DMs bothering her. You weirdo.
So apparently my opinion is the one that matters at the end of the day. I'm sorry, okay?
Don't worry, maybe I'll still catch a bullet. I might vote for Trump. Maybe
you'll shoot it in another YouTube video. I'll show up at your house. Who knows? Maybe somebody in your neighborhood will catch a bullet.
You could if you wanted to. Are you literally using "I'll vote for Trump" as a weapon against somebody? Boogie, stop. Get help. You need it.
Or one person shows up and starts bullying you. I don't know.
Yeah.
Anyway,
you threaten my life and stand on my property, you will get shot.
Anyway,
what does that mean related to this?
He's deflecting.
He brought it up.
I'm just saying he can't.
He's the one who brought it up. I don't know. He's the one who brought it up.
So these are lies that he doesn't want to confront yet. These are lies that he doesn't want to confront yet. You're lying about all the other stuff you're saying too. And you probably lied about everything.
You should have sat there and stayed there because this is your show, and this is the half-ton man you should have been wrangling because he doesn't know how to let people speak. I've been on panels twice now, and it has never devolved into this level of stuff, but we don't normally panel up with people who lie about cancer, so there's that.
If you have a long conversation,
I'm not even fat. I'm not even fat. Look at me, I'm not even fat. Everything I say is a lie. Go ahead. Tell me everything I say is a lie. Go ahead. I'm not even fat.
Okay.
You got 20 minutes. You got 20 minutes. You got 20 minutes, Destiny. I get 5. Okay? Look, what I did was fucking horrible. 110%. I rushed to the fucking internet to play victim because I was told I have polycythemia vera, which was a form of cancer. And later, my doctor treated me for it, but he told me until we get a test to know for sure, we're going to treat you as if you have it. And I rushed to judgment because I wanted to play the victim. I wanted the fucking attention. It was 2 years ago. It was a shitty thing to fucking do. I did it. I'm a piece of shit. But there can be 2 pieces of shit here. And there are. And that's all I'm saying.
Enough of that one. I'm going to bring up the 4-minute one that she just sent me because honestly, you're amazing, 31 frames. And I do want people to go and watch this full thing because you really did the thing. But I do want to see the 4-minute one. And then I want to move on to Foodie because honestly, she done had a week too. And I have a feeling her little sock accounts are what's coming in to try to start shit. Welcome, Toby as a woman. Yeah, he came clean. There is no official diagnosis for Boogie to have cancer. He is getting tested, allegedly. He prays he gets it because he thinks he deserves it. But there is no official diagnosis as of right now that this man has cancer. And he went for 2 years telling people that he did. I even have clips where he told Tommy C said, man, you told me you had this. You legitimately told me that you were having a bad cancer day and that's why I didn't want to press you. He lied for 2 freaking years and there is no official cancer diagnosis. So let's get this one fired off because he makes me heated. He does. Oh, picture box guy here too. Greg just brought it in. So give me a moment, y'all. Let me get this up though. And I'm going to be doing this through your lunch break, honey. I'm sorry. Yeah. Everybody's trying to get you to sign up for crap. Yes, please. Thank you. We'll do a little unboxing in a moment, but we'll get back to 31 frames. They had just sent me this. So let's tap that like and let's get it played. This is another premiere. Thank you, 31 frames. Skip ahead just a little bit because YouTube likes to get me. No offense, YouTube loves to get me on music now, even music that they allow us to use. So sometimes I gotta skip ahead. They have fair use, so don't worry about Lolcow Live getting mad at you.
This cancer is kind of a joke cancer, and like I said in my video, it has a prognosis of 20 years.
If it's a joke cancer,
I'm saying that. Okay, so I haven't been out here saying I'm dying in the next year.
Repeating the same shit.
There's no such thing as a joke cancer. There's no such thing. What?
Dude, you have been saying you're dying. You have been saying
yeah.
400 pound, 50-year-old man. That's goddamn rare. That's goddamn rare. And I'm extremely fucking sick, including the polycythemia vera. All of my problems have to do with my dying heart. It turns your blood to fucking syrup. My blood is fucking syrup right now.
Your blood is syrup because you drink Mountain Dew. Your blood is syrup because you eat a lot of fast food. Stop it, Boogie.
Lying. You're just lying. You don't treat cancer with exercise.
You treat polycythemia vera unless it turns into leukemia, which only happens very rarely, is you treat the symptom because there's nothing you can do. You can't pull the bone
now you say it happens rarely when you were like, eventually it'll turn into it.
Eventually it does.
The only way you're ever going to be able to settle this is at some point you're going to have to release the medical records.
That's never happened.
But you're never going to. Because
it's never happened. Fuck you.
Look at
everything. Fuck you.
You're already fired from the show. You're already gone. I don't care, Boogie. I'm telling you, man to man, that's the only way.
Happen. It'll never happen. I said 2 years ago I won't, and I fucking won't today.
A bunch of YouTubers, Destiny, Penguin Zero, Mudahar, another creator from Australia, and even another creator who is literally fighting cancer, I have the clips of that as well, offered a pool. The pool got to $85K. $85,000 is life-changing money. And he refused to show the proof to anybody. They didn't even say you had to put it online to everybody. Just show it to Keemstar, or show it to Wings, or show it to Tommy C. Somebody who would say, hey, I seen it. This is what it said. You can believe or not believe me. He wouldn't even do that. $85,000.
25K, I go get the cancer.
No, you would not stop that, sir. Oh my goodness.
And that's just fucking how it is. This is my goddamn medical records. This is my goddamn medical charts. The day Muda releases his on Twitter and the day that Destiny releases his on Twitter, including all
That's
that.
just like Chantel. Why don't you cam up? Why don't you show your life? Why don't you vlog like I do? You say I have no content. Our content is to critique you, dummy. But now you're like telling Mudahar and Destiny and other people that critique you to show their medical records? That still does not absolve you for lying for 2 years, saying that you definitively had cancer, sir. It's not going to work. A lot of us understand what DARVO is. Like, stop it.
Shit that I don't want in there, then maybe I'll consider it. But
Okay, to really confirm this, you would need a call with the doctor because you can't trust anything he shows you. But Boogie said that he was looking at a piece of paper. It says it on this piece of paper. That was a lie, number one.
Yep.
He called in his girlfriend, okay, or the whatever the child he's abducted. Okay, then he had his brother. Then he had his brother send it in. And
He got really mad, but Boogie is 49 years old. He met Desi when she was 18, moved her in. They've been dating for 2 years now. She's 20. He's going to be 50 soon. Now, while Destiny was kind of cold-blooded saying the child he abducted, it is weird to have that kind of age difference there, Boogie, whether you like it or not. You joked about her being younger. You love to throw up in people's face that you could get a younger girl. Kind of like the heifer with her handsomest younger man. It's fucking weird. If you don't want people dissing you on it, maybe stop throwing her up in people's faces.
And his brother confirmed it. So there's no way that you can trust anything he says. Keemstar, hold on. Keemstar, he just lied again, right? You sat in a room and you said cancer. Wait, then why did you have to look it up? If he said cancer, why'd you have to go home and look it up and discover it?
2 years later, she.
Hold on, I could be misremembering because it's hard to keep track of Boogie's lies. Didn't Boogie say earlier that nobody had used the word cancer before?
He did say that, but now he's changing it to initially they didn't say cancer, and I ran and made the video, but later I found out that my doctor told me it was cancer.
Would you ask, what is this
Number
thing
one.
that's a blood cancer?
Number one, and I'm gonna be. This is very rude of me here.
Be
This
rude.
doctor
Here it
doesn't speak
comes.
very good English. That's why I don't see him anymore.
well,
No, it was
come on.
my primary doctor that used the word cancer.
Can I ask you?
And she cut out the part where Mudahar said, were you trying to say he was a Gupta? Was it because they were Indian? Because a lot of people like to shit on Southeast Asian doctors. The woman who delivered kiddo years ago, for me, was a Southeast Asian woman. She spoke perfect English. So the fact that he had to go the racism route for the alleged doctor that told him he had polycythemia vera. Oh, God, look. I just can't.
Ask you a question. Do you think you're one of these weirdos that goes to the doctors like constantly and constantly thinks you have illnesses when you don't have them
Munchausen.
and gets
No,
over
that's
tested for
That's
everything?
hypochondriac. That's a hypochondriac, and was losing hope that it was going to get better. So I tried to figure it out, but I kept going to the doctor.
Thank
because I
you
was
for
hopeful.
this.
I was hopeful that things would get
Phrase
better.
with that
I'm so glad I made the right choice. I'm so glad I fucking.
Can we stop the cringe impassioned speeches? Like, you
I
still
don't-
lie about everything. You lie about literally every single part of your life.
Oh,
You're
yeah,
gonna
well,
get-
Somebody clip that and put inspirational music to it.
My God, you were never
31
suicidal. You
frames
love yourself
dead.
way too much to ever kill
Oh,
yourself.
oh,
Okay,
oh.
you're way too narcissistic. You would never be
oh.
suicidal. You'd let the world burn to ashes around you before you even considered hurting yourself any more than.
Exactly.
I was too mean, but no, yeah, like Jesus.
Hey, I don't self-harm. I don't self-harm.
Whoa.
Wait, fuck.
Okay, well, that was what my joke was going to be. I was saying any more than stuffing your mouth full with a cheeseburger. Like, that's what I was going to say. But yeah, if you want to say, yeah.
Self-harm, motherfucker.
I can't
the
believe
only
we
thing-
discovered in this stream
I'm
that
gonna
he
pause this next part and thank you for adding it 31 frames, but he goes a bit deeper, and I'm not trying to get my channel yeeted over Boogie. Point blank, he pulls out a weapon, talks about self-harm again, and then Keen pulled the feed because it lasted long enough for people to see the clear weapon in his hand, which I am definitely not going to do. No, thank you. And this is the level that Boogie will go to be the victim in an argument. He will literally get himself completely yeeted off. Now, let me see if it just goes to Keemstar at saying that he's fired. Because that would be really nice to end this horror show on. And I do think that I'm going to cobble together the stuff that I have with 31 frames and do a definitive about the cancer lie video because I'm heated. You don't even need my commentary to understand how deeply depraved and disturbed this whole situation is. And if Boogie is not the worst YouTuber ever alive, in my opinion, I don't know who else is, because he is disgusting. And I say that, and you're in a pile with literal predos like Cyrax and them.
Be a host. I know I'm gonna get shit for ending that, but you know I have to, right? I hope everyone understands. Like, I can't have that on YouTube like that. I have to end the stream.
Boogie has never been held accountable in his life and wants to be a victim. This is why he's 500 pounds. If he moved his feet as much as his mouth, he wouldn't be in this situation.
That is perfect way to end it. Keemstar said it. Let's see if he sticks to it, because we know views make the YouTube algorithm go round, apparently. But he's fired from the Lolcow podcast. He is a pariah right now, but even pariahs, as long as they get to keep their YouTube channel, can make that money. But a little bit of a before Foodie palette cleanse pics your box got here. Thank you so much, hon. I love it. Handmade with love. I love. Oh, look at this. It's a knit beanie bonnet. This is going to be great for winter. And I'm telling you, girl, I got like a 5 head, so I might stretch this thing out. I'm going to put this on later because it's kind of hot. Oh, we got some doilies. Oh, got a cat toy for Callie. Thank you so much. Because I know you got Nala Blue too. Oh, I love these. I can sit stuff on these on my... Got collectibles. Look at this stitchmanship. It's a beautiful... Another doily to sit my drink on. Matter of fact, I'm going to do that right now. Sit my water right there. We've got some Smarties. Now, I thought because here in America, the Smarties are sour candies. This is going to go to keto. But Canada has their own. They're kind of like M&Ms, but I think they're a little bit better. I haven't had them since 2015. I tried a lot of candy when I visited BC. We got like a little LED light here. Let's see. Some Marple. Like I said, all the sweet stuff you said, Pix, I'm definitely going to give to a teenager. He's going to have a good time with it. But for me, these savory things, I guess these are the cheesies that Chantel went crazy on. I'll try them. Not right now because we're still full from lunch. I love all dress chips. I had them in Canada. They were really nice. I think these are... Oh, these are poutine or chicken? Oh, chicken chips. Okay. These are the all dress chips. Oh, there's so much nice stuff in here. Another thing for kiddo, the crunchy. And Score. This one I might try again, even though I don't really eat the sugar. I haven't had this in a while. It is chocolate covered taffy. Right now I'm going to get those in the freezer so that they don't melt. We got some more. Oh, Pix, you are amazing. Look at these. I can put my lamp on this. That is going to be a nice end table decoration. Some more cozies. Oh, you have such beautiful craftsmanship. Thank you so much, Pix. You know I adore you so much as it is. And these are just so sweet. And I really, really do appreciate you. Let me get the non-food stuff box back up. Let Callie play with that in a bit. These are just so pretty. I hope you enjoy these goodies. And I do. Believe you me. And I love the green and purple stuff. You just captured my total essence. I really do. I appreciate you guys so much. And like I said, user why Girl World has been amazing to be a part of. But let me see. Let me find the foodie stuff because, good Lord. After that Boogie stuff, it is just crazy to me how anybody puts up with her shit. But we are going to get to some Curious Cats. And let me see, because I had the line up here. I do believe it's Curious Cats I'm starting up. Oh, wait, no. It's The Art of Manipulation by Scorpio Angel. Then we'll get to Curious Cats. Because I definitely want you to see the week of Foodie's fuck shit. So let me get Scorpio Angels first. Because she highlights the lie that the heifer had to walk back and thought that if she deleted, it didn't happen. I understand not standing by what you put on the internet if you're going to be an internet famous person. Let me get this up. Because she gets on my nerves. And I just wanted to show you how her and Boogie both do the same thing with the DARVO stuff. So let's interact. It's Scorpio Angel, one of my mods.
No, I'm not okay. It's so hard to pretend to not be, like, to be okay. Like, I don't want to show any weakness.
I don't even believe in God right now. Why am I wearing fucking hijab? I don't believe in anything anymore.
I ordered food because I need comfort. It's so sad, I know, but I don't care right now.
Pathetic.
I'm moving back home.
Lies, don't get happy.
I'm gonna be on my own. I'm gonna be, like, single, and like we're separating. I don't want to talk about why. Like, I want to respect
Because
privacy.
you
in
are
that
lying.
way. So that's it.
It was all fake.
Yeah, it's done. It's, like, really done. I won't say why, but I have respect for myself, so.
Ugh. Imagine. Because all of us have been in relationships. And welcome, House of Hannibal. Imagine being in a supposed loving, committed, fruitful relationship as Foodie tries to portray herself in. And the first time, this is not the first time, this is like the third time this year. But you say it's over, and instead of working it out and then appearing in Canada and explaining things, you run to your phone to tell the whole internet that you're breaking up, that you're going to be alone, that you're going to be homeless because you don't have anything. You sold the Kia. Poor me. Give me super chats. I don't understand these people that live their fucking whole lives online, but she thinks reaction channels should do this? I don't think so, ma'am. Some of us would never put that on there like that. And you are far from the only YouTuber that has sat on a bed and talked about why we broke up. Sometimes you need to just not tell everybody your fucking business. Is it really that hard?
So I'm just, like, really tired. And not
For
doing
what?
anything.
You don't do anything all
The
day.
most tragic thing, I think the thing that, like, hurts me the most about ending something like this is
I love these edits.
when you think you're living something that you're not. That's the news.
And that was a Freudian slip. We all know the marriage is fake. You won't show us the marriage certificate like Boogie. It's the hill you want to die on. You can shut everybody up, even if people wanted to speculate and say, oh, it's fake, it's this, it's that. If you really had a marriage certificate, just like everything else in your life, you would show it. You would gloat because you love the idea of being claimed. You have built your whole value in having somebody else say that they want to be with you, which is sad for you, funny for us. But the one thing you could do, shut up the majority of the people who said, this marriage is not legal, this marriage isn't real, it's all in your fucking head, heifer. You won't do it. Just like Boogie. Y'all are two sides of the same shitty coin.
Just not something meant to be, that's all. That's all I can say. I'm better off alone, honestly.
You can't be alone,
I'm better
narcissist.
off alone. I have a lot of work to do on myself.
You know I'm gonna manipulate the fuck out of you.
Exactly.
And, you know, I'm like 40 and I have a lot of health issues.
Self-inflicted. And 40 is not the end of the road. 40 just kicks off a lot of our lives. I speak for myself personally. 40, I really stopped giving a fuck about anything. I'm just going to do me. And if you don't like it, hit the road. I don't understand her thinking 40 is like endgame. Most normal humans can live into the 70s, 80s, and 90s, heifer. Probably not you because you're still lying about your weight, Miss 450 pounds. But most of us really want to continue on. really have reason to continue on. So I legit don't understand how she sits there like, well, I'm 40, guys. Game over, man. Game over.
And I just want to be in
Same,
peace,
girl.
like,
Feel
to deal with
nothing.
things, you know, without any kind of pressures. Yeah, please don't insult Salah. It's not anything. Like, it's...
Or do. He has a scat fetish, a grapist fetish. He was going to replace you with Kybella if she had wanted him. You don't get to control what people say about your man. He's the one that wanted to hitch his wagon to your dumpster fire life.
It's just... It's not anything like he did. It's just...
Oh, yeah.
I don't want to, like, insult him. I want to respect, like, our relationship enough that I just want to... It's just not... I just need to
Exactly,
be alone, okay?
Scorpio.
It was all fake. Yeah, and I don't want to go on a plane for 13 hours.
For you.
No, I'm not bringing this chair.
That chair
I
is
just feel
on its
numb.
last limbs.
I'm gonna manipulate the fuck out of you. No, I'm not backtracking.
Yeah, she is.
I just want to hurry and get home, I guess, this time.
I want to get to the grifting part before we
And that's hard because, like, I'm
get to
trying
the
to be
next
private,
one.
but
'Cause
I mean, you guys are gonna know, like, when I'm not here.
Chris ever said she's trying to be private when the last 2 years she's been throwing in her face, oh, we travel. Oh, we're a loving couple. You just don't see our chemistry. The only thing you've kept private is the one thing you could do to prove to everybody you're really his wife, but you won't do it. You think that ugly ass ring that you keep showing off is enough. You think your word, which is a known liar with chronic diabetes, is enough. I don't think so, Chantal.
Yeah, it's just, I have to just focus on myself, that's all.
That's all you do, you
We'll
narc.
still be friends and everything. That's just,
Well, I feel like I'm talking to a real dog.
I can't be married.
That's good. You've
I
never
ordered food
been.
already. I'm starving, but I don't have an appetite. Like, I don't know.
I'm starving, but I don't have an appetite. You have never known starving. You wouldn't know starving if you could freaking order it and eat it. Are you kidding me right now? I'm starving, but I don't have an... Those two things don't even go together. You can't be starving, but not hungry, honey. It don't work like that. This is why I only do this once a week with her. Even though soon I'll have the front office in our home. So maybe you might get more live soon. But she just says such stupid stuff, it gives me a headache. You can't be starving and not have an appetite. That's freaking dumb.
I'm leaving soon.
All these
No,
locals,
it's
they
not
do the
fake
same thing.
news.
I'm starving. I ain't never been
I
starving.
don't want to go on the plane. You can't take a boat from the Middle East all the way to Canada. Isn't that, like, really far?
It's a ferry and you can take it from
With
Europe.
icebergs?
You can
What
even
nasty.
go on a cruise,
How? I
dum-dum.
don't know.
Miss, I'm a world
I don't
traveler.
want to think about all these things. I don't know. Julia, Salah will keep her for now.
She was willing to abandon more pets. She should not be allowed to be around animals. Point blank, period. She can't even take care of herself. I feel so bad for Julia and the rat. They deserve better than those two idiots.
I don't have a house. I can't bring her right now. I need a house.
You need a place, you dummy. But you couldn't afford it
Because
anyway.
you guys make me laugh, even though I'm sad. I didn't book a flight yet, but I was gonna do that today. I don't know. I have.
And then she showed the fake ass ticket. We're gonna get through a little bit more of this because she really was fishing. She didn't outright ask people for money, but what did you think was gonna happen? You had 1,000 people in your chat whining to them that you didn't have the resources to do this. You were hoping that they would come out of pocket for you. But what you don't understand is that you already did this earlier in the year. You got $27 then, and I think they calculated you got $33 this time. People are tired of the little heifer who keeps crying breakup.
a lot to figure out. It is deja vu. I've been here exactly, kind of, and except that I didn't break up. We didn't break
Over
up.
and over again.
Studio. are so expensive. Canada's so expensive.
Uh-oh.
Anyway, we'll see.
I am so sorry about that, y'all.
I didn't have time to do anything. Like, no decisions, really. It was kind of
I
hasty,
apologize, Scorpio Angel.
like, I know I have to go back, so.
I keep the bigger screen up to interact with that. I thought I had did it. Thank you, Miss Morris Reeds. I tabbed it over.
No, they're gonna make me pay. Do you know how much first class costs? It's like thousands.
First of all, you can't afford first class. Second of all, comfort of business class should be within your realm. If you're going to pay that much for economy and not buy 2 seats, you could instead buy comfort class. It would fit you a bit better. It has an adjustable tray so that you can eat, because we know you eat on that plane. And you wouldn't need to force Scatman to sit next to you so that you can encroach on him. Comfort class. Learn how to book your travel properly.
Moderate. There's no such thing as
I agree, Scorpio Angel.
Get married
Sorry, y'all.
As a Muslim, you don't take each other's things. It's not like
I
that.
don't either. Cassandra.
Just split up and you are left with whatever you have. Nobody gets anybody's anything in a Muslim marriage. No, my flight will be paid for. Just
you don't
not
even got
first
a
class.
literal pot to piss in.
I have to start over from scratch. I need every friggin' bit of money I can get that I can have. So
I need every bit of money I can get. She didn't directly ask people for money, but what did she think would be the normal if you were actually liked by people? Reaction to that. Reaction to the fact that you're going back home with nothing, as you said. You're not smart, Chantal, at all. You would have been better off just setting up a GoFundMe or blatantly asking them. But you're always trying to manipulate stuff out of people, and because you did this twice so far, nobody's buying it. You're not going to get the biters.
I'm not going to spend $8,000 on a first class seat. No way.
Exactly. She gave him $9K.
I won't talk about like you know, the divorce or anything like that. Just
you can't divorce
no,
when you're not
hasty.
married.
I'm definitely going back.
It's not hasty, sure. But she's impulsive.
Real soon. I don't know what I'm gonna do.
I know what you should have did, not get on the internet.
100%. I want to do this. Yeah. I can't really say, like, I'm gonna keep a lot of privacy, and
I hate that word now. You should have had those boundaries.
But for me, it's best that I'm alone and at home. I told my family I'm stressed out, so.
Child mess. And she's
I feel like a zombie. I feel so tired. If I'm not married, there's nothing for me here, really, honestly. I don't mind living here, but no.
And there you have it. It's all a facade. If she doesn't have him, why be in Kuwait? But she's argued with us, who've called her out on that no, I love Kuwait. Kuwait's so much better. It's better than the Western world. It's better than Canada. You crapped on your home country over and over and over again because you love it in Kuwait. And now out of your own fucking mouth, you just said that, no, that's not the case. If I don't have Salah, then I don't want to be here. She's such a liar. We'll watch a little bit more, but I encourage you, give 31 Frames a view, give them a like and a follow. They are an amazing editor, along with 31 Frames and so many others.
I gotta be back home. I really do. Yeah, he's been supporting me. It's not about that.
With your money.
But I have to go home. Like, my sciatica's hurting so bad. I just wanna, like, ERBs.
Enough of that one. You do not have diagnosed sciatica. You self-diagnose. You're getting on my nerves. We're going to get to some retraction with a new reactor that I found that I think is adorable. I love cats, so that helps. But they have such wit when clapping back Foodie's lies. So we're going to fire up some Curious Cats and try to get through some of this, because Heifer has had a week of fuckery. And when I tell you, it's annoying to me that she thinks that she's pulling the wool over anybody's eyes with her stuff. You're not. So let's get to some Curious Cats. Amazing opening too.
Welcome back. So,
oh my gosh, I almost choked on my water. I mean, she did eat Dee Dee's roast beef sandwich, if you know what I mean. She might go to eat at Arby's, but we're going to find out. Like everything, rule number 1, Chantal lies. And welcome, Crab Apples, if I missed you.
This video called Why I Was Crying Yesterday. I've not seen it yet, so this is my first run through of it with a react. Let's see.
Hi guys. So yeah, I know it's like I just filmed. I'm up alongside my table here, but it's a home cooked one. I'm feeling a lot better today. I just wanted
big
to
bowl
update
of
you guys
pasta slop
on where I last left you. First, I want to say a huge thank.
She doesn't look good, does she? Let's be honest.
She never has. But apparently she thinks everybody uses filters, or everybody cares about appearance, blah, blah, blah. More foodie nonsense, because she's a delusional heifer.
All of you Beezers, all of you guys who were there to pick me up when I was feeling down.
It's not their job.
I do
and
use
they
my
could pick you up
platform for
even
that.
with a crane.
Sometimes, you know, sometimes you just need some support from people and just talk it out. And I always say that, like, I kind of use my platform in a way as therapy, with being careful to still respect a lot of my privacy.
Unless you have a licensed therapist as a Beezer, your channel should not be using your audience for therapy. That is not healthy. That is not productive. They cannot give you positive feedback. You just want ass pats. A therapist, a good therapist, will not just give you a pat on the head. They will work with you on your problems. And that's not what you want. Because being a victim of your problems is how you portray yourself. It is ridiculous. Your chat is not your therapy. Get friends. Well, she don't want that either, because she don't want friends to hold her accountable.
Where I can. I think we all know I'm impulsive. I actually bought a ticket to go to Canada.
Live.
Being impulsive would be an understatement. Right,
Exactly.
okay, you bought a ticket. Then what?
Excuse me, which I will show you here.
Okay, so that's her ticket from Kuwait to Dubai and then Dubai to Montreal. And it's dated for the 23rd of July, which, funnily enough, is one of the dates that was going around as a date for her needing to have done a visa on.
Not only that, but it's a flex ticket, so she could adjust the date, cancel when needed. She keeps playing these games like everybody's stupid. You're the only stupid one, Chantal. I love that little kitty avatar.
And, so I've
definitely consider giving Curious Cat Chats a
Oh, there we
follow.
go. Yep, rule number 1.
Yep.
I'm not, but whatever. That's like, if I just waited a bit longer for my feelings to calm down, I wouldn't have this problem. Anyway.
The feelings to calm down. Did her and Salah have a row? Another fight?
Yeah, she had a temper tantrum because he wouldn't take her to Tim Hortons. We're going to see that in a few minutes, too. The thing is, you shouldn't have ran to the internet because you were having problems. That's problem number 1. You've already let people into your business far too much that you can't even turn around even when you want to be private. But you're the one who one day said, we're getting separated. I don't want to say the divorce word, but I'm definitely leaving him. I'm going to Canada. I need to do me, get my health together. All the lies that you keep saying. And now you're walking it back. Because you knew you toddler tantrumed at that man because he wouldn't get you fast food. That is crazy.
I don't want to live in Canada right now. Like
Canada
I
don't
know I
want
said I was
you
going
either.
for sure. And at the time that I did that live stream, I really believed in my heart. That's what I wanted to do.
You ain't got
It's not that I wanted to go to Canada. It's that I wanted to just escape for a while. And I thought maybe that...
Escape what? The heat? Salah? Have you had a reprieve on deportation? Or was it nothing to do with any of that?
And even on top of that, what is she escaping from? She gets up, eats, rages at reaction channels, watches all of us, lays seal position, watches TikToks, mad because younger people who are more talented go viral while she doesn't, sleeps for a bit, which she calls fasting, I guess technically it is, and then repeats the same cycle. She doesn't clean her house. We've seen the dirty kitchen. We've seen the dirty eating area of yours. You don't take care of Julia. You still haven't gotten her spayed. Her nails hasn't been clipped and she's matted. You legitimately live a life as if only thing you have to do is get bigger and bigger and whine about it. So what are you escaping, ma'am?
People said,
She's ridiculous.
You come back and say,
exactly, Blondie,
and that's exactly what you've done.
You knew she was over with him when he tried to make her walk.
I don't know. It's honestly going to be
a
confusing video because it's,
it's
honestly
bad.
so hard for me to try to convey how I feel because, and that's why I changed my thumbnail to I'm confused because I sometimes am very confused.
You changed it because you knew you got enough views to make a bit of money off of that scam video saying that you were getting separated. I'm confused was your way to plausible deniability, walk it back. We're used to your manipulations, heifer.
Here is very different from the one I lived in Canada. And
yeah,
sometimes I just get fed up with everything in my situation, you know? A more domestic life, a more life with more responsibilities as a wife.
What was...
Sorry, Curious Cats, but I'm about to say the same thing. All you have to do is cook it clean. Your scat man doesn't even ask you for the duties that you're still trying to convince us of. Most of us do chores without even thinking about it around our house. You don't even have as big as a place as a lot of us, and you're complaining about it. Okay.
Responsibilities. The stuff that people do every day, like keeping your home clean.
Yeah.
You've only got one cat.
Yeah.
And you already said that Salah does a lot for the pets, you know, Harry as well. Bit of laundry to do. What responsibilities? You haven't got children. You've not got, you know, a job.
Exactly, Brioche.
Proper job. I mean, I don't mean
so do I, Helene, but I wanted to show her next to Boogie to show DARVO at work.
You don't have to go out to work or travel to work like a lot of people do.
And Salah's not hard on me compared to, I'm sure, a lot of husbands, like, on their wife.
Oh.
My husband is not hard on me at all. He started the laundry up, even though he's working the last 2 days of his on remote job here from the house before a week off. And then he starts his training at the end of July for his on-site position. The fact of the matter is, Foodie, most couples are partners. I don't understand you needing a husband that has to be hard on you and assuming that that's the way it is for all of us. You're fucking weird.
So Salah's been a bit hard, is he?
Exactly,
like
Grateful. She does.
You know, he's very understanding. He went
exactly,
and got me some flowers to cheer me up because I wasn't feeling good.
We all had
you know, just like a little something, and you know, wrote like on the card like "You're my sweet love" and stuff like that. So he.
Catman.
He's actually like.
That's junior high school shit. I don't care what anybody says. I like getting little gifts from my husband from time to time. Sometimes he'll surprise me with something geeky or something sweet, like a music box. But my sweet... And the little pink roses. Pink means friendship. Pink means that, oh, I like you, but not in that way. We used to give out pink roses back in high school for Valentine's Day. You could buy them cheap and give them to a girl that you don't like in that way, but you just want to show you care. So yeah, I'm gonna be accused of rose shaming. And where's your roses? I told my man stop wasting money on roses. You know how much a dozen roses cost here in the States? For that, we can literally plant a rose bush outside because things grow really nice in our soil. I would rather have roses that come back every year than to waste money. Hundreds of dollars, depending on where you get it from roses that are just gonna die. I have one pressed to Kiddo's baby album for one of the first bouquets he bought me. And it's nice, but roses that are bought like that don't last forever. It's a waste of money to me. And y'all know me, budget is my love language.
Like a really sweet guy with that, but
I love the
sometimes
shop
just
look.
have like down moments, and for me, I think what it is just all piled up. Like and that's why I'm happier today when I saw the results of my numbers.
You don't look much happier. You look like you've been crying again and hardly slept.
It's because I'm like I felt like, oh my gosh, like all these, my sciatica was really bad, and I just feel like there was no way out with my health. Like I just felt like, you know,
you did it.
All these health issues.
You
and I felt
gotta
like
get
I
it
can't change
out
because it's too hard. And anyway,
well, how would going back to Canada change that at all?
Exactly, Curious.
Healthcare, you told us you can get healthcare in Kuwait. Of course, the only barrier for you would be the expense getting it in Kuwait.
Exactly.
So a lot of personal issues going on.
Self-inflicted.
A lot of self-doubt was creeping in about whether I can be like a good wife, whether whether I can make the changes like I need to turn my life around.
Impatient. You need
to be a good wife. You've been married over 18 months. It's a bit late to doubt that now, isn't it? But then that's what happens when you rush into things, isn't it?
You only knew the motherfucker for a few days.
That you've only spoken to on the internet for a few days.
Mm-hmm. Oh, and what about our goals, our dreams? Like everything was just like piling on and giving me like huge anxiety. And when I get like that, I'm very irritable. So we got in like a bit of a petty argument. I just like, I was mad at the world. I was mad at Salah. I was mad at everything. So yeah, it wasn't anything like really major, like that I can pinpoint. Like a lot of people were like, I'm sure speculating. I haven't looked around. I'm not doing that anymore for my mental health.
Lies. She watches all of us. You think you're too little of a channel for this heifer? I guarantee you. She even had her sock account harassing that one young man that I was gonna feature until he said some problematic things about India and Africa that I didn't agree with. She was even bothering him on a sock account. She watches all of us.
Yeah, right. Of course you're looking around. Oh, fight.
But just based on comments that I've deleted because, I could get the general idea of people running with it. What I don't understand is people being like angry. Like they were like legit, like you're a scammer. Like, how am I a scammer? Like,
your beezers deserve to be because you sat in their faces yet again for a third time in this year saying, that's it for us. I'm going to Canada. It's over. I'm going to need help and all of this other bullshit. That's why they were angry. We reaction channels were laughing because a lot of us were skeptical side-eyed to this bullshit. A lot of us didn't believe you because you really do lie so much that it is hard to believe. And it would have been more believable if you had said it from Canada, like you did the last time, and you only got $33 or $27.
My scammer for going live and talking about my feelings. Like, I didn't ask anybody for a single dime.
No, it was your behavior. You kept looking at the camera whenever you were, supposedly weeping. There were a few points where I said, yeah, it did look like you were really crying. But there were also others where it looked fake.
Yep.
And we caught you looking at the camera. And also when you were crying, holding Julia, etc. You were side-eyeing the chat to see any super chats you got. It was all for sympathy, thinking that you'd get money. So just because you didn't come right out and say, please give me money, doesn't mean that's not what you were doing.
Exactly. But I want you to watch the rest of Curious Cats. They are an amazing commentator. I didn't really get into like the virtual avatar people before. They're all over Twitch and stuff. They used to freak me out, especially since a lot of them use the big booby anime chick stuff instead. But when I say that Curious Cat Chats changed my mind on VR avatars, I'm not saying that lightly. Please go give them a check out and a follow. They are super close to 1,002, just like Scorpio Angel, just like 31 frames. These people work hard on their commentary and their stuff, and I definitely want you to check them out. But we're going to do a quick Piggy recap, because this is why she tantrumed at Salah, and she thinks we're all just stupid. Y'all, I know some of you have already seen this, but here is the donut stuff, and here is how she treats her beezers, who still support her dumbass for some reason.
Hi.
She don't deserve
some. Donut's a bit stale.
Ma'am, these filters, like I put in my thumbnail, filters doing the Lord's work. You know she don't look like that. And then she goes, oh, use filters. No, I don't. I don't need to. I don't want to. I don't have to. I'm not out here trying to market myself as beauty. I don't give a fuck like that. I feel like she goes overboard with these filters and then gets mad when we point it out. You do not. You are like that Wish thing. And I've seen that joke circulating around all the commentary channels. What I ordered versus what I got. This is the prime example of that.
There's like sand blowing everywhere.
Why are you outside? Sugary drink. There you go. That is what she fought with Salah over. Baby wanted a donut. Baby wanted ice cap. Baby does not like being told no and to walk. So, bye, Boo Squeezy. So, she tantrum and fought with this man until he caved because he's a punk. Like, this is embarrassing for you.
In the middle, so this is like one of my favorites from Canada.
I thought you hated Canada.
I don't know, maybe they use different ingredients. It's a bit harder. And this
So
is
you
frozen
need a
French
stale
vanilla. I don't know if
donut?
we have that in Canada.
And this was after her brownie experiment, having very high blood sugar. Because I'm telling you, for even in the 200s, that's too high for a diabetic. I honestly think she thinks the insulin is a miracle cure. It is insane to me the way these people ignore their health issues and then run to the internet like they're victims of shit they're self-inflicted. And this is disgusting. Why do you got that stuff on your mouth? Eat like a grown person, you toddler.
No Canada beezing, no.
Of course not, because you're a liar. We're liavitas.
There's a nice fountain. It's not fake. It's not fake drama. Trust me, if I wanted to, I could do fake drama.
No, you can't. You're not
all
smart
the time.
enough.
Like, it's like I'm human.
No,
I have bad days. Like I have, and I'm very impulsive.
You should have logged off. Stop with the I'm impulsive, I have bad days. Stop with the mental health. If you really understood that about yourself, you would get help. You would stop running to the internet and then get mad when people critique what you put on the internet. Dum-dum.
You guys know me if you've been watching me for years.
Name number 3. Maybe I will call you all the names of the book.
You know? And yeah, I was ready to just like, how is it fake when I showed my plane ticket? I was like ready to just give up everything and fly out and start over, but I don't want to do
about
that.
flying out.
And I don't know. I just don't. I don't know. I like it here. You'd have to be here to understand the vibe.
I know we were just listening to her saying that if she didn't have that man, she wouldn't stay. But now she likes it here because Salah gave her that donut pacifier, that ice cap binky to calm her rage.
What do you mean the way I act? How am I acting? I came
like
online,
a selfish
and
entitled
I
heifer.
vented, and I was crying, and I was having a vulnerable moment. So what is that? I wasn't manipulative. I didn't manipulate anybody. Hey, Fam Diva, I didn't ask anybody for anything. I just was telling you how I was feeling in the moment, what was going on in the moment.
Whatever, liar.
I have to keep working on not being so impulsive. It's hard. Like, how do you catch yourself? Like, impulsivity is...
Go to a therapist. And not just for a consult. Go to a therapist for at least 6 months and work on your issues.
Hard when you're impulsive. Like, you literally do things, like, so fast. Like, I don't know.
And to amend that, stop bringing up your therapy visits for when you were a teenager and your mom forced you. Because that don't count. And that one little consult you did a couple of months back doesn't count. You need routine, active therapy. And thank you so much for the super chat, Capricorn and Jay. She keeps talking about the vibe of Kuwait. What vibe does it have? We don't know. We only see her alone at night getting sand blown in her for a stale donut with no people around. When she goes out, they make sure no people are around. Oh, my social anxiety. When she went to Thailand, very few videos where they interacted with people in the nightlife and doing fun stuff. So I don't get what vibe she's talking about. The vibe of being able to lay on her ass, manipulate her fucking scat man into get her food so that she can become bedbound. That's the vibe I get.
When things get tough or I go through a tough moment, I have a lot of self-doubt and insecurities I don't really talk about sometimes.
Self-inflicted.
I just feel like packing in and running away from my problems, and
the only running you ever do is from your problems. And too bad you don't do physical running because you'd be out of a lot of your health problems.
I can't do that, you know? Hi, Green Grip. I don't understand the comments. You lied, you scammed. Like, what the fuck? I didn't ask anybody for anything. How did I lie? I literally showed you my plane ticket.
You told people you were definitely leaving him and going to Canada, ma'am. That's a fucking lie. Oh, I just changed my mind. Don't put it out there then. Because people are allowed to feel like you lied to them yet again. Third time in a year, honey.
At the time, my plane ticket. So at the time, I was going to Canada.
Bullshit.
Literally changed my mind. Like, people
literally didn't, because you lied.
Yeah, what I said yesterday was more about my own insecurities. Not something Salah did.
No, you wanted a fucking donut. But I'm gonna let y'all finish with Piggy, because I got one more person I wanted to feature. Not the music one. This, she's probably gonna accuse me of body shaming her, but I don't give a fuck at this point, because it's not body shaming if it's her real thing. And let me make sure I bop it over and make it a little bit bigger, y'all. But I just found this person who has the Kuwait arc of her health journey. And I just wanted to show you just a quick recap of the 2 years she spent in Kuwait. And it's by ItsWaterWeight. And it's Foodie Beauty's Morbidly Obese Journey in Kuwait. And this is part 1. She has been on this cycle for 2 years. And there are a lot of channels compiling this. So please join me in watching. And yeah, I'm gonna quick pause. I'm being petty because she said we're the same size, even though it's clear that we're not. So yeah, I don't care. I'm being petty.
So beautiful and stunning.
So Bob, to pay for
this area of the beach. Right, babe?
Exactly, Spooky Von Sweets. A lot of us
really nice
go
abayas,
through
and they
that,
have up to like
but she
5X
lies
in Kuwait.
about it so much.
Because everyone is overweight there.
Yeah, Isha. When I seen it last night, I was like,
Obesity
"Oh,
is
I'm gonna show this."
I think I read, Salah, that Kuwait has the highest rate of obesity in the world right now.
Why would you be excited about that?
Fast food and stuff. So we can definitely bees there. I won't stand out there at all. No, actually, there's a lot of fat people there.
We never see
There's
them.
a lot of fat people there.
We never see
I've
any
been losing
people
some
hardly.
weight, so my abaya is a little big.
That lady don't look fat.
Later.
So they only had up to extra large in the store. So I have to order online for sizes 3X and 4X.
5X
All right.
and 6X.
I don't look bigger.
Yeah, you do.
The guy renting the ATVs, they had even smaller ones than that. That was the bigger one. He had to go and Salah asked him for a bigger one for me, and he went to get the biggest one. And even that was struggling. I think the weight limit's 250 pounds. I don't know.
Help me! Help me!
Lindsay did a really funny mashup of this too.
But oh god, poor ATV. I feel bad. I hope I didn't break it.
Oh my god.
Somebody asked me if I've seen other people my size here. Hummus.
Ma'am, slow it down. Nobody's
Honestly,
gonna take it
not
from
many
you.
people my size.
Yeah.
I've seen a lot of overweight people, but no morbidly obese. Actually.
But when we say she's morbidly obese, when she says when we say that about her, we're fat phobic, we're fat shaming. We're as big as she is. Okay then. Hey Amber R.
One guy, I had to cut him out of a
It's
TGI
comedy
Fridays
gold.
video. He was very large.
Could you not eat while you're talking? And I don't believe you that he was very large. You said I was the same size
He was
as
bigger
you.
than me, but that was the only person I saw.
There's nobody
Did you
bigger
see
than
him?
you.
He has a bigger fupa than me. Bigger boobs than me, okay? I sized down in my abaya. So
Is
one
that a
size down.
calzone?
All the walking, I think, saves me.
Wow.
I'll show you what I bought,
All
but it
the
doesn't
walking.
fit. I think I have to lose another couple sizes, at least 1 or 2. I'd say 2. But it depends how things are made here. The abayas fit fine, so they are more comfortable for me. But I did buy some nice pants. I'll show you. They're stretchy. I'm gonna lose weight eating pizza and chocolate. Remember
No,
I used to
you're
say
not.
that? I mean, I've kept my weight off, so
That's good.
My inner Samuel L. Jackson voice is
Okay, these are like
screaming right
chocolate
now.
wafers.
Sorry, y'all.
See, I've had enough to eat, so now I stop.
Because this motherfucker over here is crazy.
To me, I look visibly
Not
smaller.
diagnosed
If you
crazy,
don't think so, that's your
but she
problem. I don't
crazy.
really care. Yes, it's a fact that I have lost weight. I already broke a couch. No, seriously, that's why we...
I love that they juxtapose that I already broke a couch. Because she will defiantly tell you, even though our eyes and your filters aren't deceiving us, that she lost weight. It's delusion. Yeah, I know. My boobs are definitely bigger than hers. And apparently she watches my fit bongs when I'm in a house dress because she was hyper focused on cleavage the other day, which was fucking weird. Weird. Stop watching me. You're mad at my squeaky bike.
Me, chain restaurants are not really like my thing anymore. Like, so I think it's just like there's so much better cultural fresh food here compared to chain restaurants. You know what I mean? Chain restaurants are not really like my thing anymore.
Boom, 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 boom.
That was a very expensive meal, and we didn't get much, and I feel a little ill from all the oil. So it was a nice experience.
We didn't get much. Most sit-down restaurants give you normal portions. What?
To try, but all of these chain restaurants don't appeal to me much anymore because I've been eating a lot healthier. And Salah has shown me a lot of restaurants that are just like the Iranian place we ate at is like a fraction of the price and a lot tastier. So,
and they gave her more rice.
I'm gonna stick to like the
and
authentic
bread.
food here while I'm here. So yeah, I want to try a whole bunch of fast food, but I am trying to balance it out with like fruits, you know, walking. I don't just laze around as much.
I was walking, baby.
I'm certainly getting enough exercise for today. Oh, Lord, look how red my face is from the exercise. That's the thing, like, weight loss for me is not ever going to be a diet. It's not ever going to be a keto diet. I hate keto. I'm sorry.
Ma'am, leave keto alone. Keto don't want you. Stop it. I don't even do a keto diet. I do a balanced diet, and when I hopefully end up in the way that I want, I'm hoping to do more of a Mediterranean diet. Not everybody's suggesting keto. We suggest you get with a health provider to find a diet that will work for you since you're a type 2 diabetic. But you need to leave keto alone. Keto don't bother you. There's a lot of people that lost weight on keto. What, are you jealous?
I'm not even sorry. People can have pizza. I mean, yeah, you can eat whatever you want. You just have to be careful, I guess. Like, I just eat less.
Bitch eats dump truck versus a rice and bread and
like, we
talks about I
walked
just need
like
to be
a
careful.
while, and I wasn't even like, he noticed.
Look,
I
she was
wasn't
even
like
smaller
that
there.
sweaty. I wasn't really out of breath. You know, I wanted
But
to try
she
to
was
lose
still bigger than
a
me.
bit more weight. So we're trying to like walk and do fun things, you know, like the zoo. I didn't even feel, I think I was just so excited that and having so much fun with Salah that I didn't even notice it really being exercise. You know what I mean? Do I want to have the pain of staying the same? Like, let's say I stayed the same, what would happen? I would be like, you know, just my health would just keep declining and declining and declining, and that would be painful too, you know? So I think I'm just choosing the pain of change right now over everything else. And it's really hard sometimes, but like being with Salah and having somebody supportive makes it so much easier.
Did he just give you his extra Taco
I'm going
Bell?
to the gym, guys, so I'm gonna be fit. Don't worry. After I eat these chocolate bars.
What? Is she dead serious? A trash bag full of chocolate bars.
This is the Kit Kats. I don't.
I'm
like
sorry,
Kit Kats. The fact
Pix,
that I buy smaller clothes.
but this has just put me off of even sampling the scores. I think it's all gonna go to Keto, cause for fuck's sake, Foodie, you had a trash bag full of chocolate bars. Talking about losing weight and going to the gym.
It's like I don't need a scale to tell I'm losing weight. I'm not a moron.
When part 2 happens, y'all, I will definitely give these people props. It's just water weight, but what can you say to somebody like that? She refuses to see that she is the part of the problem. She's the problem in this equation. She refuses to get the help she needs, and she's defiant. But it's not our lives to throw away. But we're going to do a quick palate cleanse, y'all, before I wrap it up. Hey, Senshi, it's good to see you. Sanishi, Tucker, and friends. Y'all know I just found these people last week and I featured their music. They had this swing song that I wanted to play for you guys before we wrap things up. It is the Gerd and the Fiend. They talk in trolls and they do amazing music. So we are going to fire up this music interlude to palate cleanse from the heifer's delusions. Because, oh my God, with that, I'm losing weight. I'm going to eat a trash bag full of chocolate bars and break an elliptical. But I'm losing weight. I'm not a moron, guys. She's crazy.
Rage, more rage. Rage,
She
more
is
rage.
crazy.
Rage, more rage.
See, I'm smart like fuck.
Sugarfoot, she's bound to bed, smiling wide but can't be led. Camels come to spit and play in bright Kuwait each sunny day.
I love swing music.
Sugarfoot, she loves that spit. Happy face she can't admit. In her room the camels trot, making bedbound life so hot. Camel spit and sugar glees, joyful laughter in the breeze. Bedbound woman feeling fine, with camel friends she's divine. Kuwait nights are warm and bright, camel kisses in moonlight. Sugarfoot, she laughs and dreams in a room with camel team.
Me too, goodbye, Kyle. I grew up with the Rat Pack and everything.
Neighbors talk, but they don't see how much fun her world can be. Sugarfoot just laughs along in her bed where she belongs. Camel spit and sugar glees, joyful laughter in the breeze. Bedbound woman feeling fine, with camel friends she's divine.
Oh, they got a little bit of
Kuwait
info.
nights are warm and bright, camel kisses in moonlight. Sugarfoot, she laughs and dreams in a room with camel team. Kuwait nights are warm and bright, camel kisses in moonlight. Sugarfoot, she laughs and dreams in a room with camel teams.
That was awesome. Please consider giving everybody I feature here a like, a subscribe. They are amazing. Great commentary, great music. People only want to talk about the toxic and negative of girl world commentary, but I've met and have been blessed to interact with so many good people in this sector of YouTube. And when I say they are talented, they are concise, we all pretty much have the same views on these lolcows. That's why I enjoy it. And I hope that you enjoy it. But I'm going to get ready to wrap this up. Like I said, been sitting here for a little bit over 2 hours now. Old lady bladder's starting to scream for the water. Want to go show my family the lovely things that Pix got for us. And just relax. I hope you all have a fun weekend. If you're the replay gang, enjoy it. Thank you so much for sitting in. Hey, Susie Q. But I am going to wrap this up, y'all, because like I said, I need to go to the bathroom. I need to stretch my legs, walk around a bit too. And unlike the heifer, I'm not going to go get seal position today. It's a beautiful day. I want to go work on the garden a bit too. So I hope that you all have a lovely weekend. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you all the reactors that allow me to use their content after they get the views, because I want to be respectful of that. And please give them a like and share. Let me see. I thought, yep, hi Tabby Runs. It's good to see you. They are caring and supportive people. So don't let the heifer or mean people that like to try to drum up drama say differently. But yeah, I'm going to go, y'all. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see y'all soon.